Let's fuck it up.
Be realistic, I don't really see no competition. Who she thinks she talking to? Like, obviously, I'm a nigga. Close that door, niggas snakes, I ain't.
Click the link. The StreamYard. You've been on StreamYard before, right? Yeah, we're gonna talk about this shit. But we're gonna do it live. We're gonna talk about what you say earlier, people building industries for black people specifically or something like that. You see it? All right, I got King Self on here.
Oh, nigga, I wasn't trying to talk, nigga. I just heard you say hit the link. I was trying to see what y'all talking about.
It's in the back chat, bro.
Oh, what y'all on?
Yeah, you don't see it in the back chat right there, the StreamYard link.
Yeah, I'm coming on StreamYard now. I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to hang up.
All right. Wait, no, we live. King Cell, what's going on? Oh, King Cell took a break, man. But yeah, we waiting on my boy Bono to get here. I play some music till he get in here, and we talk about this black thing. He told me industries need to be created by educated black people for the express purpose of the black community. Oh, here we go. We got him right here. All right, Bennu, you on the show? Can you hear me?
Peace, God.
Peace. All right, so just introduce yourself, who you are, where you from, what you stand for, brother.
All right. My name is Lord Bennu. I'm the shepherd of Umeka, the Universal Melanin Enrichment Center of Abundance. And right now, my stance that I'm taking today is that educated black people are black people's biggest problem in America. And yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So my brother says educated black people are black people's biggest problem in America. Can you expound on why that you hold that position, Lord Bennu?
Can you say that again?
Can you expound on why you hold that position?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All
right. Yeah, me and the brother been chopping it up on my way, my commute home, and he has this position. He took a debate with Leandre on Paradigm Shift 314 TV. Shout out to DMG, and they had hashed that thing out, and I heard the same conversation. So I want to have the conversation with the brother and pick his brain and why does he think that educated black people are the biggest issue that black Americans have or African Americans have. I'm just trying to find something out. I'm trying to find it out. What's his logic? What's his reasoning behind that? Me personally, I think Quinn was bringing up this point that it's on every individual to bring themselves to a level of or to achieve for themselves. I don't know how you have a group without having strong individuals. You need the individuals to be strong first before you can make a strong group. But I think my brother thinks that strong individuals create groups. So he was bringing up Jewish people, and he even brought up Mexican people. That was crazy. And we were having this conversation about these different groups, and he thinks that they are basically for their group first before anybody else. And we were diving into industries, and he felt like there's no black industry that, you know, the main purpose of their industry is to serve the community or better the community. So that's his view. That was a few things I got from him on the phone.
Are there any black industries? Are there any groups that?
No.
I would say because as King Self the Great, I'm one that reflects on historical acts, cause and effect, and actions and reactions. So if since we've been over here, been sabotaged, Literally,
Yeah.
this is not an opinion. Our communities have been sabotaged ever since we've been in this country. So I get what the old heads be saying. Now we should know better. Now we should know. I get it. But damage has been done from generation upon generation upon generation. Stolen land, lies,
Okay.
not making good on treaties that they signed and promises that we did. We fought in every war, still been treated like this. So I don't understand how there's people like that think like that.
All right. So check it. So I'll box both of y'all, right? So would you say the 50s and the 60s was hyper racist?
Yes.
Very hyper racist.
Yes.
Are there any industrious or successful black people during that period?
Yes.
Okay, so if what you just said is true, based on how they treat us, and I can go to one of the worst eras of us being mistreated, and we still find black success. Why is that?
Because you're speaking on. Because hold on, let me ask you. Because you're trying to speak on one individual. You said, "Is there any persons?" You didn't say that the towns that they flooded. You didn't say that the towns that they burnt down, the cities that we had, the times when we had community that $1 would go through it 100 times before it would leave out. You said one individual.
And all
I'm
of those
talking about
systems.
towns, brother. I'm talking about
Hold on, I want to respond
generational
to
wealth
King.
from everybody, bro. Not just one person.
Okay, and just let me add on. Let me just add on to what he just said. Let me just add on to what he just said. And in those systems where it was whole towns that were flourishing and the dollar was circulating 10 times, those communities were structured by educated black people. And I'm out on that.
Okay, I just want to respond to what King Self said because he's kind of being facetious here. We were talking about the ability for black people to be successful, and you brought up,
No, we're not.
the damage has been. Hold on. That's what I just posed to my brother King Self, and he said, "Oh, the damage has already been done." Basically, we're playing we're not playing with a full deck of cards because of the racist history of this country. Then I responded with, well, do you agree the 50s and the 60s was a very terrible era for black people? He said yes. Yeah. I said, do we have any successful black people during that time? He agreed. When was Motown founded? Hold on. When was Motown founded?
In the 60s.
Okay, so is Motown a successful? Hold on, is Motown a successful industry?
No, not an industry. That's one record company in Detroit.
In the industry.
Industry, bro. Motown is not an industry.
And that's where you're confusing. And that's where you're confusing jobs with industries. When you're talking about individuals, I'm talking about a people.
It's not an individual. Motown.
I'm saying you're talking about individuals and
Motown
jobs.
was started by one dude. Hold on, bro. Motown was started by one dude. What's his name?
Yes, it was ran by
an individual.
It was ran. Hold on. It was founded by one dude, but the Motown Records was ran by multiple people. So
are you saying that everybody in America industry should be a Motown singer and dancer? Hold on,
Motown was an industry.
All right, go ahead.
Hold on, bro. Let me ask Joshua this question. Mm-hmm. Are you saying every black person in America should go to Motown and tap dance and sing? Because to me, that's what. No, hold on, because you're trying to say something about an individual, brother. We're talking about whole towns, whole cities that was before the 60s. That if they would have just left us the fuck alone,
okay,
we wouldn't even be in this situation if they would just left us alone. They say pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, right?
No, that's not true. That's not true.
What the hell? So
let me tell you why it's not true.
Hold on. I can give you a personal...
No, I'm gonna give you the explanation. Hold on, I'm gonna give you the explanation why I'm saying what I'm saying. Okay. People always go to these damn sob stories.
Like how the fuck that's a fact? It's not a fact.
So you know what a sob story means,
bruh?
We know it's a fact. It don't got nothing to do with a sob story. A sob story means something depressing. Hold on, let me respond.
What you mean? Quick. What they did was depressing. That was all.
We understand that, brother. We understand that. We understand
But
that.
bro,
After
don't go to
Tulsa,
saying no
Oklahoma was
sob story
firebombed.
when it's
Hold
a
on.
fact.
After Tulsa, Oklahoma, because this is going to go back to my
Bro,
point.
that's just one city, bro.
No, stop. No, ain't no stop. This is the reason why you're not letting me talk, because you know what I'm about to say.
No, because you sound ridiculous
After
off the
it was
get-go.
firebombed, what happened next? It was rebuilt, and it was successful for
No, it was not.
decades afterwards.
10,000 people were replaced because the insurance companies didn't give the black people
You
their
didn't hear what I just
insurance
said.
claims for fire, bro. Yes, I did. All you
You
got to
didn't.
do is look it up.
After that
No,
happened.
it's no after it was
Yeah,
rebuilt.
it is
How they
after.
gonna
You don't know
rebuild
the
it?
history of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I got to teach you
Yes,
tonight.
I do. I heard it from the people's mouths.
All right,
They
so
got it on recorded on
after it was
YouTube, bro.
fire burned, after it was burnt down,
Bro.
it survived. It was rebuilt.
No,
and
it wasn't.
survived for another 4 decades.
No, it didn't, bro.
Yes,
That's
it
a
did.
lie.
All right, so we're
That's
gonna
a
look it
lie,
up.
bro. How 10,000 people that was displaced
Got
gonna
you, got you.
rebuild something that the insurance companies
All
didn't
right.
even give the businesses the money to rebuild because they
Okay.
fucked them, nigga, like Allstate, like your insurance companies now. They fucked them people out there, bro. It's all written record out these people's mouths.
Uh-huh.
All you gotta do is look on YouTube, bro. You spreading some bullshit about black people.
Actually, it's because y'all just stopped there.
No,
That's the problem.
bro. Stop it, bro.
So it
We
wasn't
had our
rebuilt.
own, bro.
Bro,
Stop it,
look,
bro.
I stopped right here. I stopped
so
right here
rebuilt?
today.
All
Look,
you
hold on.
saying
I
is
stopped
lies,
right
bro.
here
Was it
today.
rebuilt?
You don't know what
Because
you're
the start
talking
of
about,
this,
Joshua.
the start of this started from
Yeah.
what industries do we have today, right now, as
No,
far
now
as
you gotta talk about. You must have Googled it.
No, I
You
don't care if
must
you
have Googled
Google it,
it.
you ain't gonna find one. Find one.
No,
Go ahead,
after
Google it. What black industry is
after Greenwood, Tulsa, after the Black Wall Street was burnt down, do y'all know exactly what happened?
what happened?
Okay, what about Wilmington?
They rebuilt it.
Okay, what about
Okay,
Wilmington?
where it's at right
So
now.
y'all must have Googled it, right? You must have
I'll
Googled
give
it.
you Black Wall Street. You can have it.
Where it's at right now.
Okay, look, hold on. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna play your dumbass game. I'm gonna give you that.
No,
What about
I'm not.
Wilmington?
I'm just pointing out that
What
you
about
never-
Rosewood?
Hold
What
on.
about
But
what
you're-
about the New York? What about
Keisha,
what's it is? Synagogue
you're
Park,
Seneca
nigga,
Park.
in New York. What
you're
about
miss-
Beaumont,
you're
Texas?
you're missing the point.
No, bro,
Nigga,
stop.
The
You
point
would
is,
know
even
because
in the
you
midst of
wanna, bro. You
oppression,
said
no,
you were missing the point.
because I'm
Because
going
you
to condemn.
playing
Hold on,
games.
you're
Bro,
going to
you
get
playing games,
condemned
Joshua.
because even in the midst
And I'm
of
trying to
oppression,
give you one. What about the
and
other
then
200?
you're not.
What
You're
about Lake
galloping.
Lanier?
King
What
Seth,
about Lake Lanier?
King Seth, you're Gish galloping. The purpose of me
Galloping,
bringing
nigga, you straight line.
no, you're Gish galloping. No, I
No,
didn't.
I'm
I
not
told the
doing no
truth.
falsifying, bro. And I
My
debate
point
you on
was,
this and I kill you, bro.
my point was, even in the midst of real oppression, you still see black success.
What the
Now
fuck
we're
is
in
real oppression, bro? You
2025.
see one person
Now
doing
we're
something.
in 2025,
You
and
see
you don't
one
have
person
no
doing something,
oppression.
bro. They
You don't have no
destroyed,
oppression, especially
bro.
any
Listen,
oppression
they
that would be
destroyed cities,
similar to
bro.
that.
You not
Okay,
understanding.
look.
You're
Hold on.
making
They
excuses for
destroyed
black
cities,
Americans.
bro.
Hold on, King. Hold
You're
on.
making excuses for black Americans when
sound
black people
retarded.
were
Hold on,
living
no.
through it.
Listen.
you're not getting it.
You're moving the goalposts of what I'm saying.
No,
You're
I'm not.
moving the goalposts of what I'm saying. Yes, you is. I'm about to show
Go
you how
ahead-
you're
go ahead
moving the
and tell
goalposts.
everybody what you're saying.
You're trying to say that it's successful black people in America amidst it was successful black people in America amidst the most racist experiences we've been through. And then you're saying now there's no oppression or attack on us, and we could prosper and be these individuals and get money and go out and get into these industries and go to school. And what I'm saying is that is the exact thing that I'm talking about. I'm saying that people go into these universities to get degrees and learn this information, not to build community, not to get us out of the situation, the financial situations, to combat all of the things that we know are intentionally being done to keep us in the situations that we in. They don't go to school to learn that information to combat that. They go to school to learn that information to go assimilate with these people and to get jobs for these people and to get into their industries and then create inventions to better their industries. Not for us. When China do that, China go in and they'll have them work in the company and they'll invent something to make it work better and then sell it to America. Now this is our product, and your product can't work without it. Now you got to buy it from us, and we control this industry now because it can't work without us. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that we can't be strong individuals, because that's what we need. We need to go to these schools and learn this information the same way they came and sat at our feet and learned this information from us. And they took it and used it against us. And it got us in the situation that we in now. And it wasn't the dummies and it wasn't the workers. Hold on, wait. Let me just finish the land of plane. It wasn't the working class. It wasn't the people with no jobs on the street that did this. It was the educated people that did it. And what I'm saying is that it's not going to take our people on the street, our working class, our builders to do it. It's going to take our educated people. And they don't have our best interests at heart. They're our biggest problem. That's my stance.
It's not their responsibility to pull your ass up. You go get a job. A motherfucker. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you how idiotic this position is. A motherfucker took 12 years out of their life, dedicate to a craft, dedicate to a degree, to get a PhD or get a master's, and they go in the field and they become successful. Let's say actuary. You're then saying this person that spent majority of his life, went into debt to get into this field, has some obligation to take care of some random person? No, the same.
Now,
wherewithal, let me finish. I'll let you go.
I am.
Wherewithal that individual had, and the same ability that individual had, you have it. You just choose not to do it. Execute upon it. I don't want to hear any excuses. This is why I brought up Tulsa, Oklahoma, because in the midst of real oppression, white people literally being racist and burning Black people businesses down and killing and persecuting Black people. In the midst of that, they picked themselves up and rebuilt and still was successful. Now you don't have any of that oppression, and you're making every goddamn excuse in the book instead of saying, you know what, I'm even in my old age, I can still go and get a position. I can still go to school for 4 fucking years, get a degree. I can go and learn a skill that someone's willing to pay me for. Right?
Right. And once again,
no, people like this. Let me just, Greg Adams, you said I'm a raccoon, right? That is a redneck racial slur. So this is who you guys act and pretend to be. This laziness and this shiftlessness that y'all have, not wanting to pick yourselves up, not wanting to go get educated, not wanting to compete, comes from rednecks. You act like rednecks. You get your culture from rednecks. You get your language from rednecks. You get all of your fucking swagger from rednecks. That's who you act like.
So obviously everything I said went over your head and you didn't comprehend anything that I said. I'm not talking about individuals doing anything. I'm talking about people going to school, right? And it's let me address this first, right? When you said the person going to school that took 12 years out of his life to go to school, to dedicate it to that, what does he have to owe to another random person or the rest of the group? The reason he's in that school is because people gave their lives for him to even step foot on that campus. And their mission was for us to build something for us, not to assimilate into them and just go get a job for them. No, they were the ones that built Tulsa, Oklahoma, and built that shit up under all of that oppression. And what I'm saying now, I'm agreeing with you. There is none of that shit. And niggas still ain't building shit. Niggas that go to school ain't building shit. That's why I'm asking you, what industry do we control as a people? And the way you start industry and create industry is through education. And none of anything that I said that I tell us not to get educated or us not to pull ourselves up and to build anything for ourselves. That's the main thing that I'm saying for us to do, but do it for us. Not for everybody else. The same way I brought up when we go through Black History Month, it's 1 billion inventions. We go through from the fucking beginning of time, from civilization we invented, paper, to fucking everything, astrology. You feel me? But when we go to today, when you talk about the super soaker, the fucking doorbell, GPS, all of that shit could have been being sold to this fucking America. But no, we went and gave it to them and said we want to work for them. instead of saying, look, we built this industry and we're going to sell it to you. That's the mentality that I'm talking about. The educated people have a mentality of being workers. They want to work for these people. They don't want to cause no friction. They don't want to build nothing for nobody else. They got this mentality that they just doing for themselves, and people die for them to be there, for them to do this.
So you're done with the emotional flim-flam. People did die for you to get off your ass, go to school, and better your damn life. You make
no, and not, they didn't die for us to go work for white people. No, yes, they did. Yes, they did. You say yes, they did.
Let me respond.
No, because you keep responding to what I'm not saying. I want you to respond. I want you to hold on. Wait. Before you go, I want you to respond. I want you. Hold on. Wait. I want you to respond to what I'm saying, not what you're feeling. Get out of. Hold on. Wait. Get out of your head. Get out of your head and get out of your emotions and listen to what I'm saying and respond to that. Don't respond to what you're feeling and what you think I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying and respond to that. I'm not telling black people not to get up off their ass and go get educated and build shit. I'm not saying that. I'm telling them to go do that. But what I'm telling them to do in that process is to have an intention and intentionally do it to better the black community and not fill the white community's pockets and every other community before we even get a dime. We get pennies off of the doing majority of the work. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. If we took the energy that we use that to want to work for IBM and fucking Boost Mobile or whatever, we could have our own telephone companies. We could have our own everything, but we want to work for them.
Are you done?
Yeah.
All right, so I wrote down what you said. You brought up intentionality. You brought up the intention of someone that is educated is supposed to be or obligated to build something for black people specifically. What industry works like that? What company works like that? When you build an industry, well, first of all, let me correct you on something. Yeah, industry is a collection of goddamn companies or individuals. So let's just stop that.
United States of America.
Listen. When you're an American, I'm an American, right? You're an American, I'm an American. African American, right? Yeah, you want to answer that.
I'm not a fucking African American, bro.
Right. Anyway, intention. You brought up the intention. Your intention to build an industry or build a company has nothing to do with
your intention is to stay an African American.
Okay, so now we can see who's getting emotional. I'm bringing up your point about intentionality. You're saying people's intention behind building a company or building an industry is supposed to be centered around this idea of black race or helping black people. You're going to fail. That's not why you build industries. That's not why you build companies.
That's why China do it. That's why China do it. That's why China do it. What industry do they build? What industry do they build? What?
That's a country. That's a country.
It's not a race of people?
China is not a race of people. No, it's a country.
What kind of people live in China?
East Asians.
What they call themselves?
It's their ethnicity. They call themselves various ethnicities. They're different ethnicities.
Chinese people live in China, right?
They have different ethnicities.
Okay, but anything that the Chinese government is doing or anything that China do goes to benefit China, right?
The country, yes.
No, the people. China, Chinese people.
So all right. So
wait. Let me ask you this. Wait, let me finish. Anything that Chinese
flim-flamming.
Listen, if a Chinese person in China goes, listen, stop. Wait, stop. If a Chinese person, hold on.
America does things for the best interest of the United States of America, right? And you're an American, I'm an American. So end of argument, right?
Yeah, that it is the end of argument because that's your mentality, and that's the problem. That's the exact thing that I'm talking about. And you're not even educated. Where'd you go to school?
I'm not educated.
Oh, all right, then. So what are you talking about? You don't even count in this conversation that I'm talking about. And you're talking about yourself.
You're arguing about. So we need to get educated people in here. You want to argue with them?
No, I don't want to argue with them because they already indoctrinated in what they think they're doing. But there are educated people. There are. Listen. This argument. Listen. Stop. Wait. This argument comes from an educated person.
All right, so I'm gonna help you out.
Multiple educated people. What are you talking about?
All right, so I'm just gonna look
This
up.
ain't my, like I said before, this is not my stance.
What is the
I
purpose?
agree. I agree with this stance. I'm just going. I'm just agreeing. You feel me? This has been before me. This pre-existed back when fucking W.E.B. Du Bois was out, and they was calling them niggas the Boule, and they all congregated together and was saying that we're the 15%, and the rest of these fucking black people is our servants, and they gotta service us, and that's why they got these congregations in these fucking colleges and shit, and they service white people. So we know that exists, and we know that that's the mentality. So explain to me, what are you talking about? When did it change?
I want to go back
When
to
did
this
it change?
intentionality. I want to go back to your
Wait, no,
intentionality.
hold on. Let's talk. Let's start right there. When we talking about the Boule.
This is the purpose of building a company. It's not the bullshit you were saying.
Where you about to read from?
I'm gonna read the AI overview on it. Quick and
On
easy.
what?
On what is the purpose of building a company? You know what the first word is? To create a profitable and sustainable organization. Those are the first words that fulfills a vision, generates long-term value for stakeholders, and contributes to society.
So why that can't? Listen, stop. Why that can't be black people? Wait, just listen. Why that can't be black people? Why the beneficiaries can't be black people?
Everybody.
No. Why? But why does it have to? In China, it don't.
I got to define society. Now I got to define
in
society.
In China, it don't.
Goddamn. Society. The aggregate of people living together in more or less ordered community.
Yeah, don't we got black communities?
You got white communities, Asian communities, everybody in the American
community. But wait. But you avoided my question. Don't you got black communities?
Avoiding anything. You're being.
Do you have black communities?
A society.
Do you have black communities?
Who live together in a community, share common laws and customs, and are linked by social.
Do you live in a black community?
No, I do not.
Where you live at?
I live in Texas.
All right, so what the fuck is you talking about? You don't even live in a black community, so you're not even in tune with the black community.
I live in an integrated community. I live in an integrated community.
Yeah, so get out. So you're not even a part of what I'm talking about. You have no understanding. You have no understanding what I'm talking about. You from an integrated community. I'm talking about people from black communities who live the black experience in a black community.
Oh, can you concede here? The word society is not race specific. Can you concede?
What?
Oh my God! This is why I like to define words. So again,
say it again.
The word society is not race specific.
No, it's not.
Thank
you. But could it be? Could it be?
No.
Yes, it could. Yes, it could. You can have a black society. What are you talking about?
All right, can you show me that black society? Because it ain't in America. America's not a black society.
America's not a black society, but there are black societies in America.
Okay, where are we at? Oh, in America. Okay. Do you know society encompasses all of us? Do you know that society encompasses all of us?
The whole world?
No, everybody in America, in American society, it's the American society, right?
So it's not, bro. So there's not societies within the society, different societies?
Headache. No.
What are you talking about, bro? Use your Chat GPT and Google to ask it that, bro. What are you talking about?
Society is a general noun, bro.
Okay. The same way, like if you say world, right?
Yeah. I know you
can't have you can't have multiple worlds within the world.
You can make up any world you want. Sea world.
Okay, yeah, and the entertainment world, right? And isn't that exclusive from any other world that exists?
Got you. But when we're dealing with society, that's something totally different.
No, it's not. It's the same thing. This is just the same way they have groups, and then the end of the name of the group is the something society.
All right, so here's the point.
Wait, let's stop. Listen. Let me educate you real quick. Listen, stop. Wait, listen. Let me ask you this question. When they have those groups that say the something society, right? Does that include everybody in America?
Yeah, that's colloquial. No, that's colloquial.
All right then. So it's a society within a society.
No, that's colloquial usage.
Shut up, man. Come on, man. No, it's not. They are a society. They're inclusive. Everything that they do is a part of their society, bro.
Yeah, you weird.
They don't. They're in America, which is the American society, bro. Look it up on your fucking chat, your robot you be using.
Read that right here. Read that. This is the primary purpose of a company. Don't say shit about race.
I didn't say it did. I didn't say it did. But I said I didn't say it did. But I said I didn't say it did. But I said it could.
It's not about race. It's about generating revenue.
I didn't say it is. And all I said was that it could and it should. Because these other industries aren't black industries. Their main focus is the families that they've created. These businesses, when we look at the major businesses in America, they're families, bro. They families. So when we look at the top of it, who's controlling it, it's a family. And the people that this family is connected to, right? So when they talk about the main interests of the business, they're talking about their family. And they're talking about their people. Whether it's they're not talking about the poor white person on the street. No, they talking about their family. And it's a white family. And they're coming up with industries and ways to manipulate the black community into staying subservient to them.
No,
it's obvious, bro.
That's false.
The same way you're fighting me right now.
Yeah,
but the same way you're listen. It's evident. I'm gonna show you the evidence. I'm gonna show you the evidence.
I'm gonna respond.
All right, but let me just show you the evidence. The evidence.
No,
okay, go ahead.
No. I want to respond to you by making this comment about businesses being families and they're only concerned with their family. No, they're concerned with their business and the expansion and the health, the fiscal health of their business, so they can hire more people, they can make more money, they can bring back more return. Like the primary purpose is to generate revenue
for their family, bro. So their family can have nice things. So their family won't have to worry about things for generations.
And we're also, the business encompasses what? What does a business encompass? What does it encompass?
Workers.
Overhead, right? So it's more than just a family or the person that owns it. Sometimes you have a group of owners.
Right. Sometimes you do.
What you're saying doesn't make any sense and does not comport with reality.
Yes, it does, bro. You're just stuck in the frame of reality that you see, and that's fine. And it's warped. You feel me? And they use people like you to their advantage and to the disadvantage of black people. You feel me? You're a tool for the educated black people that are using us and the rest of the black America to white people's advantage. These black people that go to these institutions and that join these societies and that lock arms with these white people who control these industries, they know that they're not trying to make a way for black people to have a seat at the table, that they're hand selecting certain people that fit the mold and that they know won't cause no trouble or no friction in what goes on, and they'll stay in line. You feel me?
That's conspiracy. You're appealing to conspiracy.
Okay, bro.
If you
you don't know how secret societies work.
You're up here we're talking about real world issues, and you're invoking secret societies. Are you kidding me? You trolling me? You trolling me?
Secret societies don't exist.
If you open the damn plumbing business tomorrow and you hire people, there's not going to be a phantom that comes out and, let's track this guy down. He's black. He owns a business. Let's stop him. What are you talking about, man?
Who said that? Did I say that?
You literally just said they cherry pick people. They have this secret organization that cherry pick what black people they want.
No, I didn't. I said in their organizations. I'm talking about black people who align with their organizations and they invite them in and let them have a seat at the table. I'm saying that those black people know that those organizations and those groups do not mean black people any good. They're doing that selfishly for their own benefit. And I'm saying that those people are the problems. The ones that go in align with that, and even the ones that are ignorant to it, that just go in there.
I would like an example.
An example of it would be Colin Powell. You feel me? Colin Powell, when he went and got involved in these societies, these secret organizations like the Skull and Bones, which isn't a secret. You can go look it up. It's not a secret. This is actual facts that the Skull and Bones Society is just a fraternity that's within these schools. It's not a big secret, but they just make it like this big myth so people could be scared of it. But all it is a fraternity, an organization where they work together once they get out of school and share resources with each other and keep building and sharing money and making sure that their kids keep jobs and stay in the industries, stay in their hands. We know that you could just look it up, bro. This is stuff that you willfully stand ignorant to. That's right there, open for you to go look at.
Appeal to conspiracy.
Okay.
You're appealing to conspiracy, and then you're trying to tear down Colin Powell. Colin Powell is legendary.
What he did? So Colin Powell wasn't a part of the Skull and Bones?
Man, you live in delusion, bro.
Look it up.
You live in delusion.
Okay.
You're saying that to say what? This man was the Secretary of State, first African American to hold these two positions, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
And how many black people did he kill? Look up how many black countries. Look up how many black countries did he bomb? How many listen, wait. Just look up his resume and all of the destruction that he caused and tell me which Europeans or anybody white that he attacked. And I bet you his whole track record is black countries and people that look like are brown skin and black.
This is silly.
It's not silly. Look up his track record. Just look up what he would look up.
Now Colin Powell for what? Because he's successful.
Successful at what? What I'm saying is he went and got two
positions never held by African Americans before.
I know, and niggas like you idolize shit like that. But what I'm saying is when you look deeper at what he did. What is great about that? What did he do? That's what I'm saying. Look at what he did.
He achieved a high seat of power in the United States government. That's prestige.
Right.
And you're trying to poop on him. They don't make no damn sense. What's wrong with you?
Look at the people he killed. And you tell me that he was what you mean, and who are you, bro? What are you?
What do you mean? That's his position.
Like, what are you, bro? You feel me? Like this starting to get spooky, bro. Like what type of nigga is he, bro?
That was a part of the job description. He fulfilled his role.
Exactly, God. And that's some more the same thing that the Nazi soldiers were saying to the Jews. Yo, I'm just doing my job throwing you in this oven. It ain't no skin off my back.
You know you rebel right now, right? You rebel.
I'm just doing my job. That's the same thing you saying right now. Oh, he was just doing his job, killing black people.
Apparently.
I know he did his job, and that's disgusting, bro. That you idolizing a black man for doing his job, killing black people, and you saying that that's something to be idolized for black kids to want to stop. Yeah, you sound sick, bro. You one of the main people that I'm talking about, bro. Like you possess, bro. You possess.
Why can I see things clearly and I'm not blinded
you
by this?
You don't see nothing clearly, bro. If you talking about
you're trying to tear down
you talking about he should be idolized for killing black people, and you crazy.
You tear down black Americans. What are you talking about?
I'm the one that what?
You getting mad at educated black people saying they're obligated to uplift other black people. That's literally what you're doing. You're tearing them down. When I'm
holding them accountable. I'm holding them accountable.
The same steps they went through to get.
I'm holding them accountable.
A similar amount of success.
I'm holding them accountable.
Ain't no holding nothing. You need to hold black people accountable for all the bad mistakes they make on a day-to-day basis, but you won't do that.
I do.
The hell? These people ain't getting nothing wrong.
I do. Yes, they did, and that's the point.
I'm not my brother's keeper. Somebody. We go with that biblical mumbo
and
jumbo.
That's the problem.
Brother's keeper.
And that's the problem. And that's why niggas gonna stay in the situations that they stay in, and they gonna stay sucker. They gonna stay sucker from this white man titty for the rest of their fucking lives, and still be complaining, and still be marching in the street and kumbaya and all this goofy shit, and listening to that same rap music that you saying is the culture. You feel me? You sound goofy as hell, bro.
Coming from the person that thinks people are obligated. And this is why you have sorry ass motherfuckers inundating the community, because people think other people owe them shit instead of saying, let me get up and get my own and develop my own path. This is why Chinese people, Jewish people are so successful. They didn't have that fucking mentality.
No, they know that don't nobody owe them shit, but they know that they owe their community every fucking thing. Nope. Nigga, yes, the fuck they do. Every fucking nigga, shut up, you right. Because any fucking any Mexican community that ever come over here and get started up, all of them is sending money back to Mexico to help build shit up back in Mexico. Motherfucker, any motherfuckers that's over here from Haiti, that come over here from Haiti and they start getting money and start up businesses, they sending money back to Haiti. They build up trucking. Listen, they rent out whole warehouses and get trucks to take up clothes that people don't want to send them back to Haiti, and they do that with their own money out here. You feel me? And they ain't abandoning their people. That's what I'm saying, bro. They coming over here and they get into these industries to help build their country and their families. What I'm saying is we don't. We get into these industries and get these jobs and say, fuck them niggas. They could do it too. Well, imagine if Haiti did that, or if Mexicans did that. The same way I got to America, my grandmother could get to America too. Shit, I ain't sending no money back there. Imagine if they thought like that. They wouldn't be as prosperous as they are right now.
They not prosperous. They poor as hell. What are you talking about?
Man, come on, man. I'm talking, man.
Haitians and Mexicans, two poor ass groups.
I'm talking about when they
nothing. Let's logically break down what you just said.
All right, okay, and I'm gonna logically break it down for you. I'm from Asbury Park. Listen. I'm from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Listen to this. I'm from Asbury Park, New Jersey, right? 10 years ago, right? Mexicans was over here. They was just doing landscaping jobs, walking the streets drunk. Motherfuckers was robbing them, knocking them out. You feel me? Stealing their money, treating them all crazy. Today, nigga, they own the whole fucking Main Street, nigga. They got grocery stores, restaurants, hair salons, nigga, all of that shit. And they did that shit from fucking grinding together. Nigga, every fucking Mexican that own them shits, they know each other and they work together and they share resources to buy more shit on Main Street, nigga, and off of Main Street.
That is anecdotal. Majority of Mexican migrants are poor.
Listen, stop. Listen, this is my. Listen, stop.
Black communities are prosperous, but you don't want to stop that.
Show me up. I'm talking. Show me
Texas. Show me Texas, nigga. Stop playing with me.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my personal experience.
Exactly. That's anecdotal evidence. Anecdotal evidence.
From seeing people, you feel me, that came over here with nothing. Listen. People that came over here with nothing. This ain't just independent to Asbury. This happening everywhere. It's happening in South Carolina, where I was just at. It's happening in Memphis, where I was just at. It's happening in LA, where I was just at with my father. Like, come on, man. I'm not just in one spot. I just told you, I know Mexicans all over the place.
And still, Mexican migrants are poor. You said prosperous. Okay. What's prosperous about being a fucking migrant and being poor?
They doing better than they doing better than they was in Mexico. Nigga, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. They poor. Listen, they poor compared to these white people.
Dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
All right, so if they ain't have shit in Mexico and they came over here and they get $2, didn't they ain't that prosperous? They just got $2 and they gonna get more. They got the opportunity to make more. What are you talking about?
They less poor, bro.
Yeah, that's your mentality because you're a moron, bro.
Okay.
And it's people like you. It's people like you. It's people like you. It's people like you. That's why black people stay stuck in the situations that they stuck in, because you got this mentality. You got this mentality that
African Americans make more money now. I guarantee you.
African Americans do what?
Make more money and have more money.
Then what?
These Mexican migrants you keep bringing up.
Yeah, but then look at when they talk about the money being passed around in their communities. I bet you it go around
Another
more
fucking
times than
excuse.
our money do. I bet
Fucking excuse.
they
Another
building
excuse.
stronger communities than we
Your
are.
grandmother prosperous.
I bet you their communities ain't killing each other the way
Yeah,
we
they
are.
are. Yeah, they are.
No.
Cedric, do you hear this shit? He said Mexican communities not killing each other. Are you fucking insane?
The way we are.
Yes, they
So,
are.
I need to interject for a second here, because you're painting with a broad brush and oversimplifying the situation. Now, depending on the demographic of migrant, usually affluent migrants that come to a different country, they establish business, and you see them starting to grow. There are certain demographics that are traditionally business orientated, and they do this. But overall, the larger percent of migrants, they take up the jobs that are remedial. These people are they live net on the poverty line, and those that live a little bit above the poverty line still do not make economic progress, because a part of their mission is to send finances back home. Whenever you live whenever you live in a community that is affluent, you always get migrating people to your shores. So I live in said structure, and you see, for example, there are ethnic groups that are traditionally economically sound, financially literate, and they migrate with a mission. They're not migrating because they're poor. They're migrating to expand their economic reach. That's what you see with Indians, for example. They're predominantly in jewelry and this type of things. You see certain Arabs in certain sectors. These are people that migrate with a purpose. They are coming with an economic backing already intact. Then you have these migrants that come over on boats that are illegal, that are living in the shadows, right? They take jobs that are late night jobs of dishwashers and this type of things. They work on construction site as low class laborers. They are always abused. The system of capitalism is equal wherever you go, regardless of the ethnic makeup. It is always a socio-economic discussion. And you can't paint with a broad brush as you just did, because the statistics will indicate that the majority of migrants, especially those from poor circumstances, don't get a major economic boost when they migrate. Look at now how easy it is to identify the Haitian and all these migrants by means of ICE. They know where to go because they know where the underprivileged community is. They know how to find these people by means of demographics. This is nothing new. They can target them easy because they understand they're underprivileged. There's a certain type of work they're going to do. There's a certain type of place they can live because they don't have the paper requirements. So they know exactly where to find these people. And those that can afford to send a little bit back home, right, don't really make it out. So now you're going to look at the outliers. If you ever look at a statistic curve, you call the curve the curve of a house. You see a mean, and when you look at the outliers, you are always going to find outliers. But those outliers, they establish the mean. They prove that the mean is what it is. So if you're going to have this discussion, you need to take your emotion out of it and have a more nuanced discussion to address the issues that you want to address.
So let me ask you this, right? These small groups of these people, these migrants that come in, that's business minded, right? And that's setting up these industries. Would you say that they educated?
They are highly educated.
Okay, and when they come in, they're coming in with plans not just for themselves, but with their people in mind. Correct?
Yes, that's what I indicated already. These people are usually economically sound, right?
Right.
They're usually highly educated, so they come in by means of legal migration. So they're
Right.
coming in with a definite mission. Not only is it to send money back, in most cases that isn't the objective. It is to establish a global network. It is to
Right.
expand their network, and that's why you see, for example, Arabs, they can open their store relatively easy. Why? They are in the East. Trade with India is extremely easy for them. So they are buying stuff in bulk, they're shipping it over. They have a network. So they are coming already planned to do exactly what you're seeing them doing. Now compare that to the local population, and then often you see a local saying, but look at these foreigners.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. That local population, are they educated?
The local population, yeah, they are educated, but when you're functioning within your system, right? Majority of the people within your society, they're not about establishing business. They're employees. That's when they function just well in their middle class situation or their upper middle class situation.
Now let me ask you this, because I agree with that. Now, the reason that they're in that position, they're stuck in that position, wouldn't you say is because of the way they're thinking and the way that they were educated?
See, that's a loaded question. I'm a biochemist, for example, and I don't own a business. I work in laboratories. I work in the type of public health settings. Also, wherever I work is a public health aspect of what I do for each company, whether it's a consultant or direct employee. My training means that is what I'm comfortable in. I'm not business minded. So if 20 foreigners come and establish business, more power to you. That's never been my incentive, never been my drive. So to say that, well, you're stuck in a particular mindset because you don't want to run business, who tells you that I'm interested in grinding 50 hours a week? I probably am just comfortable where I am. So now
I'm not saying that their main objective is to run a business. I'm talking about they people, because we even said that the people that's coming over here that's not making money is they not getting to the level that they could be because they sending money back home, right?
Okay, so we are right here, and we are seeing two groups of people. Let's analyze it. Me and you, we're indigenous to this particular spot. I'm doing my grind. I'm good. I got my house. I got my car. I'm flexing. I'm doing my thing. I'm comfortable. All right. Let's turn it around. You're in that position, comfortable. You're doing your grind. You got a good job. You're comfortable. College educated. You work for a Fortune 500 company. You have no complaints. I am not educated. I come out of the underprivileged aspect of our community. We share a similar phenotype, but we share a complete, distinct cultural background also, but we share a cultural background, right? So my subculture, underprivileged, poor, no economic outlook, no college educated, dropped out of high school. We are in the same society. Dude comes in, and I'm looking at him. 2 weeks later, he's opening a shop. 3 weeks later, his business is flourishing. A month later, he opens another shop. A couple of months later, I see him with a nice car. And I'm looking at him, yeah, you see, because they stick together. And you're going, I'm going to my job. I'm making my 100,000. You're taking care of your family. You're taking care of your community. You're doing what you need to do. And I'm over here saying, yeah, we don't want to work together. That's why that dude got all he got. You see where the complaint comes from? You see the demographic that looks at a foreign quote unquote success and highlights that, whereas they don't see that the dude that is living in the shadow got it 10 times worse than him. So it's a matter of perspective, and it's a spectrum of how we're having this conversation. Because when you talk about do for your people, me and you are in this community. We both have our families. Who is the larger community that you're talking about? I'm lost when you say, yeah, well, this particular person, he's taking care of his family back home. And by extension, his family, if they're in a position, will take care of who else they could take care of. It's a trickle-down effect. But nobody sets out to, I'm going to rescue the community. And that's a Messiah complex.
See, and that's not what I'm saying. But in all actuality, it's not a one person thing. So that would be a Messiah complex. I'm talking about when we see these same groups of people, when we see one neighborhood of people where it's majority black, and we see 2 Mexicans move in, and then a couple of years later, there's 8 Mexicans, and they all living in one apartment together. You feel me? And the black people in the community is making fun of them. You feel me? Because they spending all their money on fancy shit and doing nigga shit that they do. You feel me? But they sitting down, they grinding, buckling in. You feel me? And they use their money. Next thing you know, a couple years later, they got a landscaping business. Now they got 2 or 3 landscaping business in a restaurant, in a grocery store, and there's more Mexicans out there right now. And it's like, all right, we've been here for this whole time. You feel me? And not doing anything for ourselves. You feel me? And it's not like it's uneducated people that's coming up with these structures for the Mexicans. It's like, nah, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna put it together. You feel what I'm saying? And even when we're talking about these more affluent businessmen, when they come in structured, and they businessmen, and they create opportunities for people who aren't as educated as them in those communities. And the majority of the people that they look out for first look like them. The majority of the money that business generates goes to people who look like them, and they don't have to overtly say this industry is being created to benefit our people, but the evidence is right in who it benefits. When we talk about everything
you know what it is? That's a natural phenomena. It's a migrating. It's a phenomena that has to do with migration. When you are outside of the environment that you're comfortable with, you are going to migrate to the people that share that cultural identity. That is an aspect of migration. You experience that everywhere. You always get a generic communities developing. We have a Dominicana community. We have a Haitian community. And why? Because people are naturally going to want to live in their communities. Again, when you come from an underprivileged community and you leave with a clear mission, you are going to suck the salt. You and me that are comfortable in our environment, listen, we recognize that. You're not telling me nothing that I don't see, but it's not a sacrifice that me and my upper class upbringing is willing to make. No, I built a
and that's what I'm saying, and that's my point. That's my point. Whether you want to accept it or not, listen, whether you want to accept it or not, right? That's our people's biggest problem.
Who says it's a problem? Where's the problem?
It is a problem because
you're looking at the others doing what they need.
When you look at other communities that are dominating over us and that come into our communities because we're not structured and because we have no educated people creating the structure, they come in and they exploit the people in that community and take all of their money and send it to their communities and send their kids to fancy schools off the strength off our kids' backs. From our money that we go to work and struggle hard for to make, we go give it to them. Right, at stores that they put in our communities. And what I'm saying is, if our educated people had our best interests at heart, they would set up structures. It would be a structure set up for that.
No, you're using terms and they're very vague. You use these terms, they sound interesting, but they don't have no content. And you're moving.
They do have context because we can witness it happening in other communities.
You need to come back. Again, you're watching the behavior of a migrating community with a singular purpose, and you're comparing that to indigenous people who have diverse objectives.
Where did the people from Rosewood migrate from? Where did the people from Black Wall Street migrate from?
You go ahead. You cut me off. You needed the floor. You go ahead.
No, I was just asking you, where did the people that built Black Wall Street, where did they migrate from?
So again, if I'm allowed to speak, and then I'll finish my diatribe, you're engaging in this from a particular paradigm. You're watching a singular entity, right, who coming from a particular economic circumstances with an objective. You assume that these people are quote unquote rich when they live, like you say, 8 deep and eating sardines to make ends meet.
I never assumed anybody was rich.
Slow down, because that is a reality. You in your own community, why, for any reason, would you need or want to make such a sacrifice when you're not migrating?
Because my great grandfather sacrificed his life for it. So why wouldn't I sacrifice a couple dollars to help benefit these babies out here that's being subjected to somebody else's dominance? Bro, it's fucking Arabs out here selling 13-year-old girls cigarettes and paying their phone bills to fuck on little babies, bro. And they doing that to exploit the community because they know it ain't no structure out here, and they know that this the only place they could come to buy shit, and they don't have the money all the time, so they exploit us, bro. They come to our communities to exploit us.
Black people do that to other people. They do that to
Where?
us.
Where in America? Where in America?
So, my bro, I hear you're emotionally charged, and
Why y'all keep trying to say I'm emotionally charged? Y'all emotionally charged,
bro. Like you're afraid to let me finish a sentence. You're begging the question without engaging with the actual information that I'm putting in front of you. That tells me you're emotionally charged about the subject.
No, I'm addressing what I'm speaking about. When you speak, you're talking about something that I'm not talking about totally. When I brought, that's why I asked you. You said I'm talking about witnessing somebody do it from another country. Nah, my people did it. We did it right here.
You didn't let
we already did it.
You didn't let me finish a sentence, so please don't try.
Yes, you. All right, go ahead.
Go ahead. You got the flow, bro.
You talking about you didn't finish a sentence, bro. You did a whole narrative on what you were saying. I just responded to it. You feel me? So
in the middle of me speaking, that's how you respond. I understand the emotional charge. Go ahead.
Okay, so I want to just know that if I'm speaking about migrants creating communities within this community that benefit their people, where did the people from Black Wall Street migrate from?
All right, I'm gonna answer you on that one right there because that's non sequitur.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna answer you.
What are you talking about?
The reason why you have these Black Wall Streets and you have when you brought up Orange, what you bring out earlier? Was it Orange County? I think it was.
I said Rosewood.
You brought up Rosewood. The reason why these places exist because of extreme oppression and laws that forbid that pretty much restricted Black people. So we had to coagulate with each other. Those don't exist anymore.
Right. And what I'm saying is they don't exist is because we're so subservient that they don't have to be there anymore. The same way you could put a chain around an elephant ankle, the same way you could hold on, let me finish. The same way you could put a chain around an elephant's ankle, and when it pull and try to pull it off when it's a baby, it can't break it. And when it gets old enough to be able to break it, it won't even try to pull it no more because it already gave up mentally.
Why does none of that apply to you? Because I'm thinking you're singling yourself out when you speak like that. So why does none of that?
What?
Do you have a chain?
Why does it apply to me?
Do you have a chain on your foot? Are you stuck? Are you confused? Don't you make sure that your community works well? Are you uneducated? Everything that you describe the Black community has, you're speaking and excluding yourself from it. How
I never excluded myself. Like every experience that I'm speaking about from the Black community is things that I've experienced.
So you experience them. However, you're talking as if that is outside of you. You are everything you're talking about, all the depravity. That's you. You're the one with a chain on your foot and the elephant stuck, right?
That's not pulling it.
No. Okay. Why are you so exceptional and the rest of us not?
Because I'm not saying I'm so exceptional and it's just me. I'm saying that it is people that think that, oh, okay, wait a minute, let me try to break this chain again. And I'm not just going to stay in this situation and say that this is it, the end all be all. It is certain people that fight, and you feel me, and to be like, yo, we're going to keep pulling. You feel me? We're not just going to try to figure out how to get along in these chains. We acknowledge that they're there. Yes.
You know,
we're not saying that. I'm not saying that
you continue to speak in terms of Black Wall Street and this type of stuff. This whole concept of liberation is it's just emotional baggage that has no value. In its Western,
where you from?
In this Western society, upward mobility is the conversation.
Where are you from?
In financial literacy.
Did you hear what he just told you? Did you understand what he just told you about upward mobility? And financial literacy.
Say it again. Say
I'm
it
good.
again.
I'm good. You should be good.
Repeat it for him. Since they don't want to say it again.
What's important is what in this Western society is
Uh-huh.
upward mobility and financial literacy.
Okay. And how long have black people been practicing that?
I said, in this Western society, upward mobility is the major problem. 90% of all people are not wealthy. The wealthy is shared by mostly 10%. Every human being strive in this Western society is upward mobility, and there are tools to facilitate that. One is education, and the second is financial literacy. The two of them combined, you're a powerhouse. So if we're not having a conversation on how we're facilitating those two elements for our community, this whole conversation is redundant. It's
But
an
I am.
it's
I
an
am. I'm talking about using financial literacy to benefit the black community. And I'm talking about upward mobility of the black community, not single individuals. We talking about the same thing. We just talk about it in different aspects.
No, you're not.
And that's what I'm saying the problem is. That's what I'm saying the problem is. Educated people don't see themselves as being connected to everybody.
Okay, do you agree with him that the tools are accessible to all of us to obtain those things?
I do.
Okay, then.
Do you agree? Do you agree that the tools are accessible for everybody to be Michael Jordan?
No, no. That's called a category error. You're comparing a physical trait with tools that you can actually use.
No.
So why would you make that equivocation when we're talking about education and financial literacy? Everyone can be educated and everyone can be financially literate.
So is everybody educated the same way?
The difference in degrees that you are educated to is only going to determine the level of your upward mobility. To interject Michael Jordan in this conversation is disingenuous, or so you know not what you're talking about. Which is
no, it's not. Listen to what I'm talking about. It's people register information differently. People process information differently. Certain people will perform better under different circumstances than they would under certain circumstances. So to hold somebody under that and say, everybody has the opportunity to go to college and complete a college degree, that is nonsensical, and that is false in itself.
Did I say college degree? Did I say any of that? I said education and financial literacy. Education can be you learning a trade. Education can you be becoming a doctor or lawyer. It can be anything, but it's going to provide you with.
Okay, if you could be a doctor or a lawyer, you gotta go to school.
Bro, would you let me finish a statement, bro? That is education. Without the education, that upward mobility, it becomes very difficult. Financial literacy is also a tool. If you're very financially literate, you might not need to be educated because the system allows for financially literate people to make money. If you have a combination of the two, you're even better off. But these are the tools that you need to apply. Yes, every individual from the beginning of existence has different capabilities. No one is going to be equal in terms of outcome. That is a predisposition. You have this fantasy. There are going to always be different levels in society because people are not equally equipped. I am not a fucking rocket scientist, and please don't try to make me one either, because I might crash that shit because I'm not too good with math. I'm good with chemistry. I'm a whiz with biochemistry, but I'm not an expert with math. So you see, everybody has their niche. But with this equality outcome that we're all equally successful, where do you draw the line? At a 12-bedroom mansion, 2 planes, 7 cars, where do we draw the line? Where do we make everybody equal?
Can everybody be a rocket scientist?
No.
Okay, then. That's what I'm saying. So listen. Okay, so let me finish. I just let you talk.
It's a pipe dream.
I just let you talk, bro. And this is what I'm saying, bro. If everybody can't be a rocket scientist, right? It's up to the rocket scientists to come up with rocket science to be able to create upward mobility for that community that they're rocket scientists in
You got a
that
Messiah
field.
complex. You have a Messiah complex. You are looking for a
Okay,
savior.
I'm not looking for no savior, bro.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not looking for no savior.
Yes,
You think I'm looking for a
yes,
savior
yes.
because,
So the
because that's
rocket
the only thing.
scientists
That's the
gotta
only
take
thing
care
you
of
can relate it
everybody
to.
else. But those people that so the mechanic, he still
You just
so being
said
a
everybody.
mechanic,
So
so
all right.
being a
So if
mechanic
everybody
is
could
not
be a
good enough.
mechanic, if
So the
everybody.
being a
So
doctor
listen,
is not
it's
good enough.
mechanics.
Being the
You just said
sweeping lady
mechanics, right?
is not good
It's
enough.
mechanics.
Being the
It's
carpenter
mechanics.
is not good
What if
enough
mechanics?
because you
Listen,
need to live like a rocket
listen.
scientist, right?
Listen. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, imagine if mechanics said everybody can go to school and learn how to fix cars. So why should I worry about people who can't fix cars?
No,
Why should I worry about? Listen. Stop. Wait. Let me finish. Let me
That's a
finish.
straw man.
Let
That's a
me
straw man and a
finish
weak
saying what I'm
argument.
saying, bro. I let
That's
you
a
talk for
silly
like
ass
20
straw
minutes,
man.
bro.
No, that's a
I let
silly
you
ass
talk.
straw man. But
I
you're
let you
straw
talk.
manning me.
I let
And
you
it's clear.
talk.
So
Listen,
now I'm
stop.
gonna cut you off because you're disingenuous. You're straw manning me. You sound ridiculous. If
All right,
different
listen
people have different
to what I'm
aptitudes,
saying. Listen to
why
what I'm
would I?
saying. Listen to what I'm
If
saying,
different,
bro.
if I
Listen to
acknowledge
what I'm
that
saying.
different
You trying to
that each
overtalk me because
person
I'm
had
whooping you right
different
now. Just stop
aptitudes,
talking and
each
listen, bro.
individual had
I just
different
let you
aptitudes,
ramble off,
why
and
would you
this
ever
what happened.
assume
This what
equality?
happened when we let
You are the one with
foreigners.
a
This
Messiah
what happened
complex,
when we let
trying
foreigners
to
talk
get
about our
independent
issues.
people
They try
off
to
the backs of
dominate the
those
conversation like they
that
know
have
anything about
your
our
opinion higher.
experience. You
That
don't
makes
know
no
nothing
sense.
about our experience, so you sitting here trying to educate me
Oh,
on how my people should
hold
be
on. Let me
moving,
say
and
something. Let me say something.
you no, let me finish saying what I'm saying. Let me
Oh,
finish because y'all just
no,
keep cutting me off, bro. Let
you
me
told
finish
me
saying what I'm
earlier.
saying.
No, don't call him a foreigner because you told me earlier your ass ain't fucking American, nigga.
What I
You
say
said
I
you
am.
ain't American.
Okay, where I'm from.
So you're a foreigner too, then, nigga. Don't fuck
Where I'm from. Where I'm from.
your ass.
Where I'm from.
You said you're a Benue Nubian, nigga.
Oh, all right, what I said.
I don't fucking know in your head.
All right, so stop talking from a place of ignorance. Go back on mute where you was at, and I'll address you later. Now
You
back to
said
my
you not
man
an
that
American
said.
citizen.
Back
That's
to
what you
my man.
told me.
That all right,
Please don't
cool.
straw
We'll
man
address
me
that
like
in a
a
second.
child, bro.
We'll
If
address
you're
that in
gonna
a second. But let's go back.
steal
Let's
man
go
me,
back.
don't straw man me because
Let's
straw
go back
manning
to
me
what
is
the brother.
keeping your
Hold
intellect.
on. Okay, all right. You done? Because I want to go back to what I was talking about. You feel me? Because if we talking about educated people and we saying why is it the responsibility of people that went to school and got educated to go back and help people who didn't get that level of education? Why can't we hold mechanics to the same accountability and say why should they have to go back and help people who didn't learn how to fix cars when they got the same access to the same information that they do? It's because that they're servicing the community that they're in. But even that industry, we don't go and create their independent mechanics. But when we talk about knowing how to build cars, where's the educated black people that say, okay, we're gonna create a car industry? Since we know how to build cars.
Now we're back there. What is
and
the
we're
purpose
talking
of the
about
industry?
and we're talking about industry. So hold on, let me land my plane.
Bro, I'm finna light
Can
your
I
ass
land
up
my
again.
plane?
Go
All right,
ahead.
cool. Let me land my plane. You feel me? So when we talking about building industry, we talking about people who are educated. And what I'm saying is when our people go get educated, they get educated to service other people instead of ours. And I'm saying that the sacrifices that were made by our elders and the people before us go ignore it, and people had this selfish ideology and say, I don't owe anybody anything. This only has to do with me. And it's bigger than them. And all I'm saying is that's a problem that people refuse to address. And I get that y'all don't see that as a problem. And that's the problem.
No, I addressed it earlier. The purpose of a business, the purpose of a company is not to do what you just said. Target a racial
The mechanic is gonna come to the community
On
and teach
paper,
everybody how to
but what
fix
I'm
cars.
asking you is,
How
could
is gonna
it
make
be?
money?
Like I asked you before, could it be?
Silly. No,
Could it
if
be?
you're running a business is to sell a service, a product, right? Sell a product or a service, correct?
It could be. Could
And
be.
grow
Possibly.
profits. That's the primary purpose of a business.
Okay. Or it could be to better my people. My business, I'm gonna create this business so that it
God.
could be a service to my people. And it's
So
gonna make my people money. It's gonna make me money. We're gonna teach them financial literacy, and we're gonna practice upward mobility. It's gonna exhibit upward mobility for us as a people, not just
example,
me singly.
I'm gonna do this
And there
again.
are no examples. There are no examples. That's what I'm saying to you, fool.
It don't make no
I'm
sense.
saying it to you because there are no examples, and that's the point. When I ask you to show me any industry that we control, you can't show me any, and all you want to do is argue. I'm asking you to show me one and tell me you can't.
Companies. How many times I gotta tell you? An industry is a group of companies or individuals. Correct.
Okay, so show me an industry where black people. Okay, I get the definition. I heard the definition of an industry. I heard the definition of an industry. Now I want
Somebody tell his cheerleaders to get off yo dick. Cause they gonna hype every single bar up that this nigga go spit. He can say something that doesn't make no sense. Like bibbity bobbity boo. They gonna be like, oh shit.
Stop with this nonsensical bullshit, bro. An industry is a group of companies or individuals. So that
are there not groups of black companies and individuals in America?
They done left me in here with this retarded son of a bitch. He ain't got no name tag on or nothing.
That's why you got to resort to jokes, because I'm cooking you right now, bro. Ain't no industry, bro.
God damn, dude. God, please.
Black owned businesses, you got millionaire black people who have generations.
Exactly.
Bro,
Individuals. I said industry. Industry. Yo, for an educated person, you can't grasp concepts.
People have industries.
Where you lacking at? Where you lacking in your tracking? I said industry, not individual.
Industries. They have industries.
Where? Which one? Which industries do black people in America control? Tell me some of them. One of them.
Which black people? Which white people as a group control any industry? Procter and Gamble.
The Jewish people control and dominate the entertainment industry.
You're using these trigger words without substantiation. You're just having an emotion.
What are you talking about? Jewish people control the banks in America.
Oh boy, Rockefeller's a Jew?
No. Where does he put his money? He got his own bank?
Yeah, Federal Reserve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Federal Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And all right, and they don't have no involvement in that, right? When we talk about the banking system, the Federal Reserve owns majority of the banks in America.
Bill Gates owns a corporation. Is he? Bill Gates, he owns a corporation. Is he? Is he white people? Is he a conglomerate of white people, or is he the owner of an industry and you have thousands of people working?
Right, and other businesses that other businesses that work with his business to create that industry that he controls, that they control. When all of the parts to his products come from people that look like him and other businesses that create that industry. That's what I'm talking about. That's an industry.
The Chinese that produce these chips and stuff, they look like Bill Gates.
No, and I brought them up earlier. I said that they brought China came on. Listen. Hold on. Let me give you. Hold on. Wait. You wasn't here. You wasn't here when I explained this. They brought China on to work for them and push out work to them. So what China did was came up with a way for the computers and the stuff that they was doing to work better. And then they sold that to them because they found out a way where they wouldn't work without their technology. So they started patenting the technology and using that working advantage to their benefit. That's all that I'm talking about, bro.
Anyway,
we can do that. We can do that. Wait, are you saying that we can't do that as the people? I'm just asking you, bro. Can we do that as a people? Can we get into these
As a
industries?
people thing,
Wait, wait, wait.
you're
Can we
comparing
get into
other
these
things
industries?
with as a people. I'm showing you that industry in this capital society, individuals, their own initiative. You are talking about this collective
That's
and can't
false.
quantify
My
it.
man just said
How
what an
you
industry is a group of businesses or individuals that come together to create an industry,
bro,
not
slow down,
individuals,
slow down.
not
Good.
individuals.
And oh my, you having an emotional conversation. Slow down with me, brother. Bill Gates is one man. He started a company and they doing this. And that company is part of a wider industry called technology, especially digital technology or whatever they call it. That's a particular industry. In this industry, you have thousands of companies, including different Black-owned companies. And these companies have their employees. What are you talking about? So now what are the companies that have their employees that are taking care of their families and living the life that they're supposed to do? What is your expectation? That they do what? You expect the mechanic to come back and teach everyone to fix a car so that he doesn't have a job? And now he's proud that everybody's learned how to fix cars. And now he got to go and learn how to be a plumber because the plumber's going to come to the community and teach everybody how to be a plumber instead of offering services and getting
Yo,
paid.
you sound foolish, bro. Why would he do that? And why would I insinuate that somebody do that? No, that's not what I'm saying. That's what you're understanding, and that shows you. No, it's not what I said. No, it's not what I said.
I'm good. I'm done.
I said mechanics service the community. I didn't say that they teach everybody how to be mechanics. Stupid. What are you talking about, bro? You just say dumb shit.
You did say that.
What, that mechanics service the community? Why can't
teach them how to? And you said teach how to build cars too. You said that too. Teach how to build cars.
No, I said why don't mechanics use that same ideology and say, why do I have to go back and teach these people how to fix cars when I spent majority of my life going to school and figuring out how these cars work and they have the same resources as me? Why do I have to go back and teach them that?
I'm actually in the trade, and that's how we think. We don't all open up schools and go teach people how to. I do HVAC. I'm not going around looking for people to teach how to do HVAC. I'm too busy doing my own goddamn work to be doing that. So like
I'm agreeing with you.
You're not, bro. Stop saying this. She said this shit like 10
times. I'm agreeing with you because I'm saying that's the problem. I'm agreeing with you. That's what you do. That's what other people do. And that's what other educated people do. And all I'm saying is that's the problem. I get that you don't see that's the problem because you are in that. You feel me? The same way you say that people that migrate to other places, you can't see it because you're right there. You can't see it because you're right there. I'm not there, so I'm seeing it, and I'm telling you that this is what's happening. The same way psychologists and other Black thinkers said the same thing that I'm saying. Matter of fact, I'm saying the same thing that they're saying. They said it first, not me.
That's the issue right there. You're reading pseudo-ass books.
From who? Who's pseudo?
You said Black scholars. What Black scholars you got?
Dr. Amos Wilson.
Amos Wilson. Everybody loves Dr. Amos Wilson. That dude's a student. He's a fucking student. Next, you're going to tell me power economics. You read power economics too, right? You about to tell me
France Fanon, pseudo too?
Man, them niggas pseudo.
Oh my God. Yeah, everything's pseudo.
All these racialized thinkers are pseudo. Because that's how industry works. That's how companies work.
What you talk about, pseudo just means you can't replicate it, you can't do it and repeat it. All they work is repeatable, and they talking about evidence that's in life. Your shit is pseudo because you have no evidence. Anybody that went and when they did the Kerner report, when they went in to find out what was the biggest problem in America, the ingrained in America, it came back 50 years later. The same thing, racial issues is America's biggest problem. So for you to be talking about, oh, these race thinkers are pseudo, it's crazy. Because white people went into America and their studies said
your main issue here in the Americas is you.
Niggas like you.
No, you not getting your ass up.
Niggas like you. You talk about you don't even know what I'm doing, bro. To talk about me not getting up and applying myself. This is how you think. This is how you think. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just making an assumption, a general assumption. The same way you saying, oh, no, it's not all black people that's in this, and it's not all Mexicans that's coming over here and getting jobs because it's Mexicans that just come over here and do crime and be bummed. You don't know. You just making a generalization, bro, and just saying, oh, niggas just do this and niggas just think. No, that's not how niggas is thinking. Because that's not how I'm thinking, and I'm saying it. I'm the one that's talking, and that's not how I'm thinking.
We're talking about majority.
Man, you don't even know the majority of people to say that's how they think. You're just assuming. You're making an assumption.
We have statistical data to show.
It ain't no statistical data that show no shit like that. Stop, man.
Did you hear what I just said? There's statistical data to show that we make poor decisions. Do you really want to go down this road?
Okay, it is.
All right, so why the fuck were you arguing with me?
That what?
Man, I don't know what's in between them two ears up there, bro. I really don't know. But you sit there and argue with me about this. I mean, you don't know. What do you think I was going to base it off of? A crystal ball?
It's statistical data that we make bad decisions, right?
Yeah.
Do those bad decisions come from our natural interaction with the environment? Like, is this how we naturally are? Or does that stem from generations of trauma and influence from other people, the way we are today?
Well, the influence does come from rednecks. The way Black Americans replicate redneck culture from 100 years ago. So
okay, so we agree that Black culture is a subculture of redneck culture, white American culture,
Black culture, urban Black culture. We have to be specific.
Yeah. So there is no Black culture. There's subsets of a culture, right?
Black culture, because
so what is Black culture then? If it's not urban Black culture, what is Black culture?
It's American culture. What are you talking? It's a part of American culture.
Oh, so American culture is Black culture.
Yeah, are Black Americans a part of America? Yes.
So we don't have a culture. Wait, hold on. So our culture is the same culture.
No, bro, I'm not done. Because this idea that Black people don't have no damn culture is silly.
Wait, I'm just saying. So Black people have the same culture as white people in America. We got the same culture.
A lot of cultural similarities with the people that share proximity to.
No, that's not what I asked you. I said that we have the same culture because you said.
Yes, I just said it.
Okay.
You said you share the same cultural similarities. You are in close proximity to. You are in close proximity with white Americans, right? That's why your ass celebrate Christmas. That's why your ass celebrate July 4th.
Who are you talking to?
Black
you speaking in general? Yes. Oh, well, say that, bro. You saying you. It's an audience on here, and you saying you. They might think you're talking to me.
I'm talking about Black Americans.
No, they don't, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, so I just want to clarify it. Because you're talking about you. I don't believe in no Christmas.
You're more like the people that you are in close proximity to. You're not like a person living in Guatemala. You know why? Because you're not around Guatemalans.
Okay, so when people from other countries come over here and they keep their families away and they practice their own traditions and they stay to themselves and they try to uphold their traditions.
Exception to the rule. People that are isolating themselves, these small.
No, they don't gotta isolate themselves. They don't gotta isolate themselves. They stay to their culture. But then it's like when they come up and their kids go, listen, wait, listen.
Themselves. If they didn't, they would be like everybody else around them. What are you talking about?
No, they wouldn't, bro. I went to school with Muslims. They wasn't acting like us. They was acting like them. They was doing their own shit. That's how they separated. That's how we could distinguish them from us. Because they act different. They ate different. They prayed. They wore different clothes. We could tell them apart.
Thank you. They isolated themselves. Thank you.
No, they didn't isolate themselves. They was right there in the same class with us, eating lunch with us, chilling with us.
You don't know what isolation is. Isolation doesn't mean physical. It don't have to be physical, bro. They
so what do you mean?
Goddamn school and still isolate themselves from you.
And go to the same stores and be out in the same community.
Yes. Chinese people do this shit. They will live in the urban Black community and isolate themselves. Even though they're going to the same stores, going to the same schools. They're staying.
So let me ask you this. Can Black people do that? Can Black people do that?
There are Black people that do that.
Okay, right?
over here and isolate themselves.
No. I'm talking about Black Americans. Black Americans.
Black Americans are thoroughly integrated. What are you talking about?
Oh, so we can't do that.
You can if you wanted to. Take yourself and go be a hillbilly somewhere.
So why we got to go be a hillbilly? If you just said it don't mean physically, we could still be around people, but still isolate. Why I got to go be a hillbilly?
For decades, people that live in rural areas are completely different than urban people, right?
No. Don't try to make it. Don't. No. You just told me that isolation doesn't mean that you have to be physically away from other people. It means you could just practice what you practice where you are. You can still go to school, still go to the same neighborhoods. So now when I said, why can't we do it? You said, yeah, you can take your ass out and be a hillbilly somewhere. Why? Why I can't do it right? Why? Listen, stop. Wait, let me finish. Why I can't do it right? Why I can't do it? Listen, let me finish. Why I can't do it right in the same community that I'm in right now? Why me and my family and my cousins and my homeboys that we chill with, why we can't do that in our own community?
You can
Isolate ourselves and isolate our money and our resources.
You can do that by your damn self. You can go do it by
I
yourself.
know, and I know niggas like you want to be integrated because you need that white man's validation. You feel me? That's your whole objective. You feel me? And I don't want to sound like I'm anti-white people. You feel me? Or none of that. You feel me? But I'm just saying that I don't think we should be.
As long as they pay voices, I don't care what their racial or ethnic background is. I really
as long as they paying you. As long as they paying you.
As long as the invoice clear. That's all I care about.
You sound like a sucker.
That's how you run a business. That sounds like a successful business plan.
No, that's who running a failing business.
I said you, on the other hand, would fail at business the way you think.
Why? How?
Would you hire? Listen. Hold on.
I'm
gonna give you an example.
Listen, hold on, wait. Just let me say this. Your metric. Listen, wait. Listen.
Would you hire somebody of another race or ethnicity?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So stop the bullshit.
What are you talking about? Don't they hire you? Don't they hire us?
Exactly.
All right, so what are you talking about? Exactly. And obviously you're missing my point, bro. And it's redundant. Just keep talking to you because you're intentionally or just you don't have the capacity to understand what I'm saying to you, bro. And that's why I say it's a hypnosis. You got these blockers up that won't let you understand what I'm saying. You just keep turning your head and talking about something that I'm not talking about. You keep talking about individuals. I'm talking about groups. When we talk about group economics and financial literacy, right? We not just talking about group single people. The same way when we said industries. Industry is not one person, right? It's a conglomerate of businesses and individuals who come together to share a common interest in the pool finances together to get money, right? Why can't black people do that? Create an industry for them. Let's just be jokingly right now and say pig feet, right? Black people the majority eat pig feet, right? If we take it, pig feet. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said majority of the people that eat pig feet is black.
No, I'm pretty sure it's white people. I'm pretty sure. I want to go out on a limb and say white people probably represent that metric.
Even if it is, that could be an industry that could be an industry that we could take over and dominate. And that could be, they'd be like, yo, black people control the chitlin industry. They run it. What about the hair care industry? That our hair care makes billions of dollars, right? But we don't control that industry. Why not? Because we're not coming together.
Who controls? Again, an industry is a group of companies and individuals.
I know, and the groups of these companies, just like the same Indians.
It's very hard for one group of people to dominate an entire industry. You do understand that?
No, it's not. Who dominate the oil industry right now?
You gonna say Arabs?
I'm asking you. Who you gonna say?
You're gonna say, well, it involves other groups other than Arabs.
I said who dominated? Who control it? Who dominated? What group of people control? What group of people control that industry?
Various groups. Russians got their own oil.
Bro, are they on the scale of the
Refineries.
Arabs?
Well, Mexico's building refineries, and we get a lot of our oil from Mexico. We get a lot of oil from Mexico.
So
That's why
Mexicans
oil
control
is
the oil industry. So your answer is Mexico. Mexico controls the
No,
oil
I'm saying
industry.
various groups. Various
I know.
groups do.
No, I'm talking
That's
about
what I'm saying.
which group dominates it, controls it. Like it is the main influential
It's not
is
one
the
group.
main influential player in oil.
It's not one group. It's not
Yes,
one
it
group.
is, bro, and you know it is, bro.
You
Come
can
on,
give me
stop
that.
being.
You can
Come
give me
on,
that.
man, stop being. Now
Give me
you,
the
now
data.
you,
Show me the data
now
on
you
it.
sound like a fool, bro.
Show
Now
me
you
the
being
data.
disingenuous, and this shot, you sound like a
Show me
fool,
the
bro.
data. Can you please show
Come
me
on,
the data
man.
on one group dominating one
Come on,
industry?
man. Get out of here, bro. Come
Can
on,
you
man.
show me the data?
You
I just
sound
want
like
you
a
to show me
clown,
the
bro.
data.
Yo, you want to debate me? Cause they've been wanting me to have a debate. You want to be my back in the game debate?
I'm the champion of the
Of the what?
of the paradigm. I'm of the paradigm. I'm fucking up the name. Paradigm Shift 314 TV.
You don't even know what you the champ of. I'm gonna take your belt.
Okay, take it.
All right, we'll set up a debate. Tell them you wanna have a match against me for your belt.
They gotta allow me to do it. They've been blocking my debates, but I will debate you.
Yeah, and I'll take your belt and give it to the last person you beat.
What the fuck? Listen, I want that data on the oil and gas industry being dominated by one group of people.
I'm gonna give it to you in the debate.
You want to debate that?
You agree? You agreeing to? Are you agreeing to have a debate with me, right?
Yeah, I didn't know you wanted to.
All right, bet.
I don't think I can make enough material. I need 2 rounds of information on a quick fucking Google search. That's crazy.
What you say you the champ of? What's your name again?
Shift. Paradigm Shift.
You the Paradigm Shift. Oh, all right.
All right, so I'm just gonna type in oil and gas industry. Look, global sector structured into 3 main segments: upstream, midstream, downstream. The upstream is the crude oil and natural gas, while the midstream handles the transportation, storage, and processing of these resources. The downstream segment refines crude oil into products like gasoline, diesel, and purifies natural gas for distribution to end users. All right, let me see. Leading, how many groups are involved in the oil industry? Because my man said it's dominated. In his mind, he thinks it's Arabs. It's just Arabs, right? Right, brother?
What'd you say?
You think it's just Arabs, right? It's completely dominated by Arabs.
No. Yeah, I said it's dominated by Arabs. That does not mean that another group aren't
Arabs
involved.
The oil and gas industry. That's how you put it, right? All right, so we got those in the Middle East have significant dominance of global oil industry due to their vast reserves and high production levels. They hold over 43% of the world's proven oil reserves and a substantial portion of natural gas reserves, with countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Iran being among the top global producers and exporters. So 40%. What about the other 60?
Is that in the hands of one people? Or
No,
is that
not.
split up? Okay, that's 60 split up. So if you're talking about domination,
hold on, the 43 split up too.
Between who?
Saudi Arabians, Iraqis, and Iranians.
Arabs in the Middle East.
They're not all one people.
Man, but they all Arabs.
And you can call them all Arabs and all one people.
All right, but what I said Arabs, right?
Yeah.
All right, then. So they dominate the oil industry. 40% is domination, unless the other 60% is one people.
No, but Arabs are not all one people themselves, though. It's Saudi Arabians, Iraqis, and Iranians.
True.
So yeah, okay. Like I said, show me an industry or one.
Bro, it ain't like you said, bro, because you wrong. What are you talking about? All of those is like saying, France, Europe, and Russia. Oh, they're not white people. They French, European, and Russian.
Right,
What the fuck are you
show
saying?
me an industry where one group dominates it.
I just did. 40% is domination, bro.
Yeah, these people that are in the Middle East, Saudi Arabians, Iraqis, Iranians.
Yeah, they dominate the oil industry.
Those are, I just named 3 different.
So why would they say why would they be 40% and why wouldn't they be whatever percent they are individually? Why would they make up one whole chunk?
They do.
All right, yeah, because they're one people. They talk about them as one people.
These different
One
groups
group of people.
together. These different
Yeah,
groups.
different groups. The same way if we talk about black people, you got Southern black people, Eastern black people, and West Coast black people, but they all black people.
Well, that's
Same
what we
thing.
call them. That's what we call them. Yeah.
All right,
But-
yeah, the same thing. That's what they call each other.
My point is, these industries are not dominated by one group.
Yes, it is, bro. We just said. So why would it say 40%?
No, you don't. Saudi Arabians are not fucking Iraqis and Iranians.
Listen to this. Listen to this, bro. You sound like a fool on your own platform.
Iraqis. Can you say it
All
with
right.
me?
Okay. Look, Saudi Arabians are not Iraqis. But listen to this. The graph you just read said 40%, right? So that means, listen. So that means that it was calculating all 3 of them together as one, meaning they're seen as one, even though they're individual groups, they're represented as one. All right, bro. The same way if you talk about the same. Listen, if I'm from Zimbabwe and he from Somalia and somebody else from Kenya, ain't we all African?
Those are different groups you just named. You prove my point.
Ain't we all African though?
On the continent of Africa, they belong to the continent of Africa. They don't mean
They all. They all African though, right? I didn't say they're the same group. I didn't say that they're the same group.
What industry is dominated by one group? And
I just did, man. You sound retarded, bro.
Those are different groups of people.
All right, bro.
What do you mean?
So why did the graph that you looked up make them one group of people?
It's called the Arab world of South and Central America, North America.
Okay, yeah. Them people. They consider one group.
No, they don't.
Who control that 40%?
Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran.
And they all in the Middle East, right? Together, wherever that they should call that, the Middle East.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you talking about, man? Shut up, yo. Oh my God. Is anybody listening to this nigga?
You are dumb as hell, bro.
Is anybody listening to this nigga?
And then you went to Africa and said, what about this African group? Those are different groups.
You just looked up a graph, right? That said 40% of the natural gas is controlled by one group of people. Not 3. Yes, you did. Listen, wait. Is the other 40%? Is the other 60% in one chunk, but it represents other groups of people, or is it split up?
It's split up against other groups.
Exactly, because those are other groups. That 40% represents that one whole. You don't know how to read a fucking graph?
Yeah, I do.
Where the brother that went to college at? Put him back on the phone. You're making a fool out of yourself.
You're making a fool of yourself. You're literally making a fool of yourself.
Yo, you retarded, bro.
I think you are. Because if you can't understand that these are separate groups.
So why is they represented by one chunk of the graph, bro?
Because they're all a part of what we call the Arab world.
Okay, that's a group, right?
We grouped them into that, yeah.
Shut up, bro. You sound bad. Yo, you a troll, bro. You a troll.
How? That's a different
Because you gotta be trolling right now, bro. Is anybody else on this call listening to you?
Yeah, that's what's this brother right here? He's been on here before. Prince Cosmo.
Oh my God, bro. He can't be paying attention.
I know if he was, he'd be like, dude, there is no one dominant group that runs over an industry.
Yes, it is.
Or
The Arabs. I just said the Arabs is a group, bro. They're the Arab world. Whatever you just said, the Arabs. When we first started the thing, I said
Why are you
Arab.
that term? Hold on, let's talk about that. Why are they called the Arab world? You think they're all the same or some shit? This is why I be killing you niggas. You think they're all the same, don't you?
No.
Okay, then. So we're back at square one again. You haven't produced an industry.
Wait, man. Oh my God, bro.
You haven't.
Listen, wait. Hold on, wait. Are Southern black people the same as Canadian black people?
No.
So that's my fucking point. Oh my God, bro.
No, actually, that would help my point. That would help my point.
Yo, this nigga's crazy, God. Yo, you really retarded, bro. But it's cool.
I think you are. Because we got to this segment of the conversation because you said that industry need to be created specifically for black people so they can dominate it. That's basically what you said.
Right. And you said it's impossible for one group of people to dominate the industry.
Like that. They're not created
And I said Arab people dominate the oil industry. And you said no, they don't. And then you looked it up and it said the Arab world control 40% of the industry. And then you said, oh, they different people.
Yeah, they are different.
They Arabs, nigga. That is a group. Arab.
Oh my God. Okay, we can use that colloquially, right? You're gonna use that colloquially. And say, oh, they're all a Saudi Arabian.
So are Jews a group? Are Jews a group of people?
There's differences in Jews.
All right, but are Jews a group of people? Like if you said
Jews are.
Hold on, wait. If you say the Jews, who are you talking about?
Again, that encompasses a lot of people.
Right, it covers people from Russia. It covers people from Africa. It covers people from fucking France. It covers people from America, right? And all of them different sets of people is different people, right?
Yes, yes. That's my point.
Listen, okay, all right. I agree with you, right? But they're all a part of one group.
Got you. I get what you're trying to say.
No, you don't. Obviously.
All right, that's okay. Okay, so you're
okay. Let's say it like this. Let's put it like this. I'm about to break it down so you can understand it, right?
American.
Listen, let me break it down so you can understand it. Right?
God.
You got LeBron James, right? What team does he play for?
The Lakers.
Right. And you got Kyrie Irving. What team does he play for?
The Mavericks.
Okay, those are two different teams, right?
Yeah.
Now, which one of those two play for the NBA?
Both of them play they both play on teams that are in the NBA.
Are in the NBA, right? So when we talk about these people, LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, and we talk about people that are in the NBA, right? And we talk about the NBA as a group, wouldn't they be included?
Who?
Kyrie Irving and LeBron James.
Yes.
Okay, the same way Kuwait, Iraq, Iran are included in Arab.
Let me help you out.
Case closed, buddy.
It's not a case closed, dude. That's an oversimplification fallacy.
Okay.
But anyway, my point was simple, bro. My point was you don't create industries the way you're saying you create it. Oh, we just created for this racial purpose or this racial unifying purpose.
Yes, people do.
Industries are not created like that. They're not.
Yes,
There's no precedent for it either. You're making shit up. That's your issue. You're living in la la land. You're not living in reality.
I just told you China does it, bro. They don't benefit anybody but China when they do business. China comes up.
So they don't trade.
Yeah, they trade. But what I'm talking about,
I want to hear nothing else from you. There's another party getting benefited.
It's trade. It's trade. The industry. No, I'm talking about the industries that they create.
Industries. What are you talking about?
Listen to me, bro. I'm talking about the industries that China creates for China. when they do business with other countries and China is the beneficiary, they're not going to go do business with another country and let that other country take advantage of China, because China knows what it got.
It's got to be
So
middle
China,
ground. It's got to be a middle ground. It's got to be mutual for
all
both
right,
parties.
and this is what I'm and this is all I'm saying is black people can do the same thing, bro.
No, they can't, because black people are not a country. You keep using fucking countries, man. False equivocation fallacy.
So Jewish people a country?
Shut up.
Are Jewish people a country?
No.
All right, then. Are they practicing in the same thing that I just said these other people is doing?
Now, if
Yes,
you're
they are, bro. What are you talking about?
Talking about Israel? Are you referring to Israel?
Is that the Jewish country? Or did you just say it's Jews in Russia and it's Jews in Africa and it's Jews in America? Is it okay? So what I'm saying is when we talking about action robot, is it industry? What industries do the Jews control?
Yes. All right, let me ask AI and see what it say.
Or you could, if you don't want to get in no trouble, just say, are there any industries where groups of people dominate them? Where there's one group of people that dominates over a specific industry?
This is stupid. My Jews. All right. Okay. It says with no single industry, while no single industry is exclusively dominated by Jews, certain sectors have seen significant historic Jewish involvement, such as media, finance, and the garment industry.
Oh, okay.
So it says it's not exclusively dominated by Jews. That's what it says.
Exclusively meaning like only Jewish, but what I'm saying is they dominate. Get another graph. What could you talk about?
That wasn't a graph. That was, you told me to type it into the AI thing, and I typed.
No, I'm saying I'm saying like you got before, to show what the industry, which percentage of the industry do they control? It's not exclusively dominated by them, meaning they don't control 100% of it.
Can you, dominant mean they'll be the most, but can you tell me what?
Yeah, that don't mean totality. That don't mean totality. It said entirely dominated, meaning all of it.
Can you tell me which industry? That's all right. I'll pick one. Fucking the movie industry.
Porn. Go to porn.
All right. What? Okay. Does Jewish people dominate the porn industry? I'm just gonna type this dumb shit in and see what happens. Nigga chose porn. We could have went to the film industry. Why the fuck? This is crazy. This is a Catholic show, by the way. AI overview is not available for this search because it's got the word porn in it. It's got, you can't do that. It says AI overview is not available for this search. Nigga said porn, and I know why you said it too, which is funny. It says Jewish people were instrumental in the founding and early growth of the film industry, especially as studio moguls during the Hollywood's golden age. However, while Jewish individuals remain prominent in various roles, the idea of a single group dominating the industry today is often seen as an oversimplification or anti-Semitic trope, as major studios are now publicly owned corporations with diverse leadership and many non-Jewish employees and executives.
Employees and executives.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what did it say about ownership, controlling? Like they try to just downgrade it, like, oh yeah, it got employees and executives. No, but they said they founded it and started the companies. They still own the companies. They, even because they publicly share, don't mean that they don't got control in the companies. How much of the stakes shares do they have? How many of these other shareholders are Jewish? Come on, bro.
So fuck what AI said, right? But you asked me to type it in AI. So fuck what they say.
I just said what AI said. I ain't changed nothing it said.
You didn't hear the part where it said the idea of a single group dominating the industry today is often seen as an oversimplification.
Right. Did it say it was wrong? It said it's often seen as an oversimplification and anti-Semitic. It didn't say that, no, they don't control majority of the industry. It's like, oh no, that's just oversimplified.
Actually, it does. Maybe you didn't pay attention.
It's more complicated than that.
as major studios are now publicly owned corporations. Publicly
Right, and I
owned.
just
You
said
missed
that.
that part? So
Right.
you missed that part.
I said that. I just spoke about that.
Okay, publicly owned.
What do that mean? You know what that mean?
Uh,
You know what that mean?
what does it mean to go public when your business is public?
That just means people could buy shares of your company.
Exactly. So you have multiple owners, right?
Okay, but that don't mean that they have creative control over the direction of the company. That don't mean that they making any law.
I hate you. I fucking hate you, bro. Because you cannot have a succinct argument. You can't.
So that's what that mean. If I buy some shares in Microsoft, that mean I could make decisions.
You just told me that they own. You just said industry, so I had to pick one, right? That they dominate the industry. I just read. You told me to type it into AI. I typed in AI, and AI didn't agree with you. It says
no, it did.
Now publicly owned corporations with diverse leadership and many non-Jewish.
Listen. Is leadership ownership?
I'm gonna say this again. Publicly owned.
I know. I heard that. But what I'm saying is publicly owned just means that people can buy shares into the company. But that doesn't mean that they can change anything in the company. They can make any decisions or do anything.
Actually,
so show me where they don't have enough shares to be able and still in control. What smart businessman has a business and makes it go? Listen. People know that you always keep 51% of your business if you want to control. So all the other shares, it's open. You feel me? But this 51 is ours because we maintain control. We got the majority share. So we gonna make the decisions. But it's open so everybody can make money. We all gonna make money. But we gonna control the company. We own this shit. Nobody owns it, bro.
It's owned collectively.
Okay. I'm glad you think that's how it works. You said you don't. You admitted you don't know, right? You admitted you don't know, right?
You told me to type it in AI, and I typed in AI.
Right, and we reading what AI said, and it's showing your comprehension level. Well, show me where AI said that that's false. What sentence said? What sentence said that this is wrong?
It literally just explained itself.
Read it where it says wrong.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. You want me to rephrase it? Okay, let me rephrase it. Okay.
No. I want you to read what you just read. Don't try to change it now. I want you to read what you just read and show me where it said was wrong.
I did wrong.
Yeah, I know you're gonna switch it.
That Jewish people.
Man. You're a sucker, bro.
Dominate the film.
You recording this or you gonna publish it somewhere?
We're live. We're live on the channel.
Cool. Well, I'm saying, we live though, but after this is over, it's still gonna be up, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I want to share this shit, because I want people to hear you, bro.
Yeah,
this is retarded, bro.
Gotcha. All right, so the idea that Jewish people dominate the film industry is wrong and is a harmful anti-Semitic stereotype. Although it is true that many Jewish individuals have had significant roles, especially in the early days of Hollywood, during the golden age of Hollywood, many of the studio moguls were Jewish, but they were not acting as a single coordinated group, were often trying to assimilate rather than promote Jewish identity, says the ADL and New Yorker. The concept of Jewish control is rejected by groups like the ADL, which states that Jews are involved in the industry as individuals, not as part of a conspiratorial bloc, and emphasizes that they have the same right to work in the industry as any other citizens.
Who's the ADL?
Anti-Defamation League.
Oh.
You know who they are because you deal with a lot of conspiracy shit, so I'm pretty sure you made a conspiracy. That Kanye West shit probably came out and he was like, all behind it.
I don't deal with no conspiracies. I ain't bring up one since we've been on the phone.
Yeah, you did. You said there are secret societies, Skull and Bones. You brought all that shit up in regards to
the Skull and Bones Society is right. You could look it up, bro. It's right. It's still in existence in the schools, bro. What are you talking about?
So what you're saying is that they have some kind of power, right?
No.
To choose.
I never said that.
You said
No, I
that
didn't.
earlier. You on
No, I
camera.
didn't.
It's recorded.
No, it wasn't. This was when we was in the back. Oh no, well, we was on here because you put up the thing. I said that they go to school together, and when they graduate, they share resources with the people that were a part of that society, and they become influential people in the society because of the people before them, like judges and lawyers, and they share different resources and they work together because they know they all a part of that society. It's just a fraternity. But we give it this stigma and this allure because, you know what I'm saying, we don't know no better or what it is, and because they are influential people in society, so we give it this mystique to it, and you know what I mean. But all it is just groups and fraternities that work together, share resources, and have control over certain industries.
Well, there it is. There's the power control.
Yeah.
Skull and
What's
Bones
that?
has control. Can I get some data on that? You got
The
any
Skull
data?
and Bones have control. Who said that?
You just did. They have power.
They do. It's people. All people. A lot of people have power.
To
What's
control
wrong
these
with power?
industries. No,
Well,
because you
if
know
you-
you're a conspiracy and you know it. That's why you ain't saying shit.
I'm talking. I never stop talking. What are you talking about? If they in the industry and they control the industry, of course they have power and influence. Why wouldn't
All
they?
right. All right, so now I want to shift the because I think we've talked about this long enough. You said you're a Ben Nubian. So are you saying that you descend from Nubians?
No,
Break that down for me. What's a Ben Nubian?
I'd rather not. I'd rather do it on the terms that I decide. You feel me? Because this don't sound like a truly inquisitive inquiry. You feel me? Like you're genuinely. No, I know, but you feel me? This ain't the time or the place for that. You feel me? So we could continue this conversation or move on to something else that you want to talk about.
So you don't want to bring out that you're a Ben Nubian?
Nah, I told everybody I'm a Ben Nubian. My name is Ben Nu.
Is that like Ben, like the Hebrew word?
Universal Melanin Enrichment Center of Abundance.
Is that
What's
like
your
the
name?
Hebrew?
What's your name again? Who's showing my own?
Lucifer.
Lucifer. Okay.
So is it like Ben, like the Hebrew word, the Hebrew term? Ben?
No.
Like son of?
It's like Ben Nu, like you never forgot.
I thought you said you were Ben Nubian.
I am.
So that doesn't mean son of a Nubian or coming like descendant of a Nubian?
It might in another language.
Oh, so how did you come up with that name?
I didn't come up with it.
So where can you give me a backdrop where did it come from?
Yeah, it came up with me.
So how did you come up with the name?
I didn't come up with the name. The name discovered me on my journey once I started my spiritual journey of enlightenment, for lack of better terms.
What does the name entail?
The name entails me being new every day, me rising in brilliance, me being forged from the ashes of my own creation. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so that's I guess some philosophical. So what does that got to do with your status of being an American citizen? Because earlier I said you're an American citizen. You told me no, you're a Ben Nubian.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you denying your American citizenship?
I think that is a whole nother conversation that is not what we about to do tonight. You feel me? The disconnect is coming from a lack of education on law and standing and nationality, and I'll just leave it at that.
So you're a sovereign citizen.
No.
Are you trying to be a sovereign citizen?
No.
Then you're a United States of America citizen. You're an American citizen.
If you say so.
You were born in Jersey?
Yeah, I was born in New Jersey.
Yeah, you're an American citizen. You don't come from no other country.
Okay.
Or are you like imagining that you're not? Like maybe because all I'm hearing is fluff. I'm not hearing anything solid here in regards to you not being an American citizen.
Right. That's because I told you. This is going back to your comprehension issue. I told you that I'm not having this conversation with you right now, but you don't understand that the same way you didn't understand what I was trying to tell you earlier. You don't comprehend well. That's why I don't see how you won anything. Or
Yeah, sure. I am the champion. I won the belt. But
I said that is you shouldn't. Don't tell nobody else that.
everybody else that's here knows that I won the championship.
I know. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, everybody here that watches Paradigm Shift
I watched
314.
that. I ain't know.
Well, obviously you don't watch it because it just happened last Friday. Literally. However, I just was curious because you call yourself a Ben Nubian, you say you're not American. So I just want to know, what was that all about? What do you think?
Right.
What do you think? Okay, my question is, what constitutes a group?
What constitutes a group?
Yeah.
I would say a congregation of people, a gathering of people together.
Okay. What's so earlier you were saying that educated people are pretty much obligated to take care of the group, right?
I didn't say obligated. I just said that black people's biggest problem is educated black people. It doesn't mean that they're obligated to do anything. They can do whatever they want to do. They free spirit. I'm just saying that energy is not advantageous to black people. That's it.
You debated Leandre, and your topic was, are educated black people the problem, or something to that effect, right?
Are educated black people's biggest problem?
And you argued the affirmative. You said it, yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how can educated black people be the biggest problem for black Americans?
The same way I've been explaining, it's the ideology of the reasoning for going to get educated in the first place. It is not for black people, so they can't be black people's biggest advantage or weapon in this, because you're pushing the ideology that they don't have any obligation to the black community at all. They only obligation is to themselves. And if that's the case, then how could they be a part of that community? Like what are we doing?
Can I get any data points on this?
Yeah, we can go back and we can look at the Boule when they started these fraternities in these schools, and the reasoning behind that is to separate a certain class of black people and to make those the people that are directly in communication and interaction with these elites and these white people that are in charge of these organizations that they in. So they used the other percentage of the black people as tools, and this is documented in they information. You feel me? So nothing's changed. You feel what I'm saying? And even though that it might not be as overt as it was then, after a while it just becomes common ideology. You feel me? Like, all right, my problem is not the rest of these people. I got to worry about putting food on my table. You feel me? And I understand that because I've been there. You feel me? And in certain times I fight with that as well. You feel me? But to deny that is our biggest problem would be to deny reality.
That's not our biggest problem.
What would you say is our biggest problem?
I think one of our biggest problems is, like you brought up early, the instability and the destruction of the family. The familiar structure is not there. The majority of these children are being born out of wedlock. They're not growing up in stable homes, and therefore there is no structure. Therefore, they're more likely to commit crimes if they're black males. Females are more likely to repeat the process. Now you're creating a bunch of unstable communities that are bound to fail. That's one of our biggest problems. It has nothing to do with educated black people.
Now
It's
let me
about
ask you this.
it's self-inflicting decisions that we make on a day-to-day basis.
Now let me say this. I agree with you, right? 100%, right? But this is where we having the disconnect, right? Those situations that we're dealing with in the communities that you're describing as our biggest problem, right? Are these random phenomena, or are these structured systems that are in place that we're suffering from, or traumas that have been inflicted on our families in prior generations that we're still suffering from? And not to say that that is an excuse to stay in that situation and to use that as a reason not to try to do anything better with yourself. But what I'm saying is, to deny that is there is disingenuous to our people, and it's not in our best interest. And what I'm saying is it's not there as just random act that just happened. You feel me? It's been structured, and the people that structured it were educated, right? So if that's what we're up against, it can't be just random people coming up with this. It could, but it'll take longer. But what I'm saying is, our defense should be our educated people. If that was the main goal, black people. If it's not, then it's individuals.
We just danced around that, right? The reason why we have such a high our propensity of babies being born out of wedlock is because of our pervasive culture that teaches that it's okay and encourages it. There's no system behind it. It's the culture. It's a negative culture.
Where did that idea come from? Because we wasn't always like that. I could see if that was evident. Hold on, wait. I could see if that was evident in our entire history. But now we could trace back to where that wasn't in existence. But where did it start and how? What inflicted that mentality and that way of thinking? Where did it come from?
What do you mean? It did not come from. It came from the people that are practicing it.
No. This is what I'm saying. Like, that's why I asked you. Did it just come out of nowhere? Like, did they just one day just be like, all right, yo, fuck that. We're going to start acting like this.
It developed in America. It developed in America.
Right. But I'm saying, where did it come from?
From people.
Is it just like God? Was it just like evolution or de-evolution or
the practices?
All right, but what I'm saying is,
a pervasive culture was developed in America.
Where? From where?
In the South.
In the South?
Yeah.
So nothing was going on up north? Nothing? Either? What do you mean?
No,
It was
a lot of these negative attributes were developed in the South that we attribute to modern Black Americans.
Like what?
What are we talking about right now?
You said a lot of these attributes are attributed to people in the South, and I said, like what?
We're talking about aren't we talking about babies being born out of wedlock and these broken families?
Yeah.
Wasn't we talking about that?
Yeah, but you saying that started down south?
That's the
that started down south.
All right, let me get a source on that. Hold on, I got you.
That started from up north when people was leaving the South and they was starting families and then trying to integrate into the city life. Family life was still going on down south.
You're welcome to grab your source on that. You asked me where it started. You asked me where it started. That's what you asked me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I said in the South. You told me no, so I'm gonna grab a source, and then you get your source, and then we compare and contrast. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I want you to be pulling a source.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go to somebody that your people don't like too much. When I say your people, I'm talking about Amos Wilson. Amos Wilson, James Smalls, and people of that ilk. Are you familiar with Thomas Sowell?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let me see. Let me find my my book, Black Rednecks and White. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull this up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna talk about these negative attributes that we see with Black Americans and where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Thomas Sowell.
Thomas Sowell, a white man?
No, he's a black man.
Okay.
Black rednecks and white liberals. Oh, there it is here. Read. All right, so I want to get to the relevant section here. Before they came to America, explore. Okay, redneck culture. Wait a minute, just bear with me. And let me see. Saying X is to ask. So pull it up.
Hey, yo.
What's happening?
I'm just waiting for you.
Yeah. I gotta find what page it is. It's an actual book.
No.
Self culture. All right, here it is. Let me just read this.
Okay.
Because I wanted the portion where it deals with how we pretty much mimicked and learned how rednecks were, like I told you earlier. And
Wait.
Yeah.
So where'd it come from?
Rednecks.
Oh, I thought you said it was kind of came from us.
Came from the South. Yeah, I said the South.
No. Oh, I thought you meant black people.
No, I literally said the South.
Oh, so you mean it? Okay, so when I was asking you where it came from, you feel me? You said it came from the South, yeah. And I said, what you talking about? And you said infidelity and all of these things and all of these traits, they came from black Southerners.
No,
And
I said the South.
Okay. So we clear that these behaviors and these ideologies and this way of thinking was learned behavior from mimicking white people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I agree with you, right? And I'm saying that that's not our natural way of thinking, and that nothing's changed from then. Since when we've been taking on their ideologies, we've been taking on all of the rest of them. When they've been changing how they think and telling us how to think, we've been agreeing to it and going along with it, and none of it's been in our best interest. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying that when we go to these institutions, it's the same thing. If you go in there and you know what I'm saying, radical, and you know what I'm saying, overtly like, yo, I'm about to take this information and build a nation, and we about to da-da-da-da-da-da, and they gonna kick you the fuck out that school.
What the fuck are you talking about? Now you're going off the deep end. You asked me where did this culture come from? I'm giving you the answer. It came from the South.
It didn't come from us. You trying to be vague and not trying to dance around what I'm asking you. I asked you in the beginning. Listen. I asked you in the beginning.
Bro, you petty falcon.
I asked you in the beginning. I said, yo, did this behavior come out of nowhere, or is it just our natural behavior?
Hold on, wait a minute. All behavior is learned. It's learned.
Right.
And we this particular behavior that we're trying to
we learned this behavior from these Europeans,
you act like a redneck.
You act like a redneck. You're the one that's agreeing with all of their ideologies and everything.
No, this group thinking shit.
You must be talking in general again. Because my group thinking comes from tribal thinking.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does. That's the groups that I'm talking about. You talking about this European shit because that's all you know.
You are a descendant of Europeans as well.
Who?
You are.
Man, you must be talking in general again. You got a problem with that. You might be speaking for yourself, Lucifer. You a descendant. Lucifer is a descendant of Europeans.
You are
You
actually
right about that.
Wait, so
You right about you. Lucifer is a descendant of Europeans.
Are you denying that you don't have? Are you saying that you don't have any European ancestry? Is that what you're telling me?
I said I'm not a descendant of Europeans. Stop trying to mumble jumble words together. I said I'm not a descendant of Europeans, bro. Shut up.
What do you think ancestry means?
Shut up, bro.
What do you think ancestry means?
Dummy. I'm not a descendant of no Europeans, bro. I'm not a descendant of no Europeans, bro. Shut up.
Yes,
Shut up. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about my genealogy. You don't know nothing about my blood. You don't know nothing about my family or nothing. You're a descendant of Europeans, and your voice reflects it. You speak with their voice.
Americans descendants of Europeans?
I don't know what the fuck African Americans is descendants of, because I ain't no African American. Fucking dummy. You're African American. You're considered a European. So I don't give a fuck about nobody else. You're considered a European. You're a European.
I'm gonna ask you again. Are Black Americans?
I don't know. You're a European. I don't know. You're a European.
I'm gonna ask you.
Are you an African American? Are you an African American?
Yes, I am African American.
Well, then, yes, you're a European. Yes.
I'm a descendant
You're
of
considered a European. Yes, you're a European. Yes, I agree. 100%.
So cool. Are Black Americans descendants of Europeans?
Are you a Black American? You the Black American we talking about?
Yes.
Yes, you're a European. Yes.
All right. So in general, are Black Americans descendants of Europeans?
Are you the in general we talking about?
How can I be in general?
Then yes, you're a European. Yes, you're a European. Just going back to your level of comprehension.
What you just said, bro.
You're a European.
Black Americans are a people group, right? An arbitrary people group. You know what that means. So the 40 or 50 million people that we categorize as Black American or African American, do they have European ancestry?
I don't know, but you are a European. You don't like my answer or what? What's up?
I don't know what else to say to that.
You're a fucking Yeti, bro. You're a fucking Yeti.
It's painted in idiocy. So
anyway, you painted in whiteface.
Black rednecks
and whiteface.
Page 39.
Yeah, it just said you just read it and it said you're gonna show how they got it from mimicking white people, right?
Yes, yep.
So why the fuck you keep saying that these black people are acting like this under no influence, under no they don't have any they just acting like this, right?
You asked me where it started, so I'm trying to.
I asked you that to show you that that's what's still happening. They still have ideologies that niggas like you adopt.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk, and you won't let me talk on my own show. I tried, bro. The idiocy level is over 9,000. I'm trying. I'm gonna bring you back up. Just be fucking quiet while I'm fucking talking. That's all you gotta do. All right. So anyway, here's the segment right here I was looking for. I couldn't find it. I haven't opened this up in a while. Black rednecks. And it reads, much of the cultural pattern of Southern rednecks became the cultural heritage of Southern blacks, more so than survivals of African cultures, with which they had not been in contact for centuries. Even in colonial times, most blacks on American soil had been born on American soil. Moreover, such cultural traits follow blacks out of the southern countrysides and into urban ghettos, north and south, where many settled. So when you ask me, where does this culture come from? The fucking South.
Okay.
It says the very way of talking to be Christian, Black English closely followed dialects brought over from those parts of Britain from which many white Southerners came. These speech patterns died out in Britain while surviving in the American South. As such, speech patterns would later die out among Southern whites and among middle-class blacks while surviving in the poor black ghettos around the country, for example. Then it goes into regional dialect.
Hey, yo, this is everything that I said in the beginning of the conversation when I was talking about black people not having a culture. We don't got we not we didn't link on. Listen, wait, hold on. We didn't link on. It's just said that it didn't. The African cultures didn't survive. That these redneck cultures survived, and they adopted them, and that's what came up from the south to the north. So where's the black culture? When we just said where it started, that is not black culture. That's not black culture. Stupid. If it's we mimicking white people in the south. We're not mimicking no black people. We mimicking white people, and we practicing their culture and everything they do. So when they come up and they move up north, what they bringing up north with them? That same white culture, but they giving it that black flair. So now it look cool.
Culture doesn't have race. Culture doesn't have a racial designation.
What?
Culture is evanescent. It exchanges hands. There is no black or white culture. It's just culture.
All right, then. So you agree with me? Black people don't have a culture, right? If it ain't no culture, black people don't have one, right?
No. Black Americans have a culture.
So how? If the culture is, it ain't no specific culture. Everybody got one culture. How? If do black people have a culture? You just out of what? Yo, shut up, bro. You're an idiot. You just said it out your mouth.
I'm an idiot, but this play back what you just said.
Yo, listen to what you just said.
There is no black culture. Listen, there is no black culture. There is no white culture, but African Americans have culture. Black Americans have culture.
They the only ones with a culture. White people don't have a culture. You just said it ain't no white culture, so white people don't have a culture. Or they share the same culture as black people. It's only one culture.
White Americans have a culture.
So black Americans don't have a culture.
Have a culture.
Is that white culture?
Irish people have a culture.
Is it Irish culture?
Zulus have a culture.
Is it Zulu culture?
I gotta go around saying that's the black culture. That's fucking idiocy. That's idiocy. That is fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're a moron, bro. For real. No, congratulations. 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 You played yourself. Fucking idiot.
Man, dumb shit over.
Yo, this nigga crazy, bro. Yo, you are the definition of a goofy, bro. I hope you play this back, right? And really sit with this in the dark. Like, turn off the lights and shit. Sit with this and listen to yourself, bro. For real, God. Look at the mirror and listen to yourself, God. You sound retarded, bro. Oh, my God. Hey, yo. This nigga said ain't no black culture, ain't no white culture, but black Americans got a culture. What is it? If I say black people don't got no culture, you just said black people ain't no black culture. What culture they got? American culture? That's black culture?
All right, well, show me the single black culture and the single white culture. Show it.
Ain't no black culture, boy. I just told you that.
You are fucking man.
You talking about show you a single black culture? My whole stance is ain't no black culture.
Okay, there isn't a white culture either.
Yeah, you just said that black people adopted the culture of Southern whites.
Yes.
So what the fuck you mean white people don't have a culture?
I didn't say white people don't have a culture. I said there's no white culture, you fucking idiot.
Oh, what is that? What is that culture?
No, he didn't.
Tell Mom just a moron from the phone.
He's a jackass.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, jackass.
Yeah, I'm a jackass, but you're saying you can't distinguish from somebody having a culture. You can't distinguish from somebody having a culture. I mean, you're around idiots. This nigga don't know to distinguish. He can't distinguish between a culture, right, or white people, quote unquote, what we know as white people having a culture. Between that and a white culture, there's no such thing as a white culture. The fuck does that even mean?
I asked you, I said, give me an example of black culture, right? And what you say?
Give you an example. What?
I said, give me an example of black culture, and what you say?
You said black people don't have a culture. They do.
No. I know. I said that, and then I said, give me an example.
That's what I'm responding to, you fucking idiot. That's what I'm responding to.
What are you talking about? I said, listen, I said black people don't have a culture, right? And then I asked you, I said, show me a black, what is a black culture? What is an example of black culture?
I'll give you an example right
And what did you say? Wait, no. What did you say when I asked you that?
Right here. Much of
No.
the
Hold on. What did you say when I asked you that?
of the cultural pattern of Southern rednecks became the cultural heritage of Southern blacks.
Hey, yo, look. When I asked you before, I said, what is an example of black culture? What did you say?
What did I say? What did I
You
say?
said hip hop. You said hip hop.
Oh, you talking about on the phone? You said
You're an idiot, God. Yo, you crazy, God. Yo, you really a lunatic.
Oh, you're a fucking lunatic. That was a response because you said black people don't have culture. And you said, give me an example of it. And I said, hip hop. That's literally what you said on the fucking phone. There is no black culture, no white culture, nigga.
Example of something that don't exist.
God damn, man. There's
And
nothing
in black culture, if there is no black culture, how could hip hop be an example of black culture?
You said black people don't have a culture on the phone and during the live.
You said black people don't have a culture.
This dude is fucking stupid, bro. This is fucking
Have our own culture. You said that shit numerous times.
This nigga was clearly lying.
You just said it's American culture. We all share American culture. White people, black people. It's only one culture. That's what you said.
I didn't say there was only one culture.
You said it's American culture.
Share Americana culture.
All right. So what is black people's culture? What is it? If we got a culture, what is it?
Black Americans have various cultures depending on what group you're talking about.
So do black people have a culture?
Yes.
What is it?
Yes.
What is it?
All right, so watch this. I'm gonna read this on the screen again. Much of the cultural pattern of Southern rednecks became the cultural heritage of Southern blacks.
Oh, so black culture is white Southern culture. Remix. That's what you just read?
This is, you know what? Believe what you want to believe, man.
Yeah, you niggas, yo, that's crazy, God. You the champ? You said you the champ, God? Wait till I hear DMG and Craig in the buck, God. This is ridiculous, God. I left for a couple months and they got niggas like you in here running amok.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a show and everything out here talking this bullshit.
You see what this says right here?
Culture.
What did I say right there? The customs.
Right.
So do black Americans have customs?
Where they come from?
I ask you again. Do black Americans have customs?
Yeah, where did they come from? Yes, they do.
It's a general question.
Where did they come from? What are you talking about?
You asked, did black Americans have a culture? Correct?
Right. Yes.
Then I went to the definition. In the beginning of that definition, it says the customs, right?
Finish reading it.
That's everything encompassing. Well, hold on.
Finish reading it. Finish reading it, bro. Come on.
Hold on. Shut up.
And then I want you to go to the United Nations definition for what culture is.
God.
Then I want you to go to what the United Nations defines culture as.
You admitted that they have customs, right?
Not their own. Not their own.
So fucking dumb.
Which ones?
It's fucking dumb, bro.
Which customs do all black people practice together?
Exchange between groups. You literally have black Christians, and we understand that Africans, right, especially Western
Christian culture is black culture.
No, listen.
Okay, I'm asking you, what is black culture? Don't give me no subgroups within it.
If they're Christian, that's a part of culture. That means they have a culture.
No, it don't, bro. A culture. So all black people are Christian.
Go jump off a bridge, bro. Go jump into Susquehanna, bro. Like, I don't know what else to fuck. This is elementary shit, bro. Elementary.
That's what I'm saying.
God damn, dude.
You just read it your damn self and said black culture, black people's culture came from their experience with Southern Europeans, and it grew from there, and it still grew from their experience. If you read a book. If you read a book called The Way They Never Were, but I forget the lady's name, but it talks about the European influence on American ideology and how they didn't even practice the things that they said was supposed to be American, but other groups of people that were in America fought tooth and nail to try to live up to those standards because that's what they thought it meant to be American. But white people in America didn't even live up to those standards. They just had everybody else fighting to be like that. It's called The Way They Never Were. Look the book up. You feel me? It shows that we tried to be like them, and we remodeled structures that they built and they have for themselves.
So black Americans do have culture. So they do have culture.
Not their own, bro.
Culture is evanescent. It changes modes and it exchanges hands. I don't care what it is. So when you say their own.
So if you come to my house, listen, if you come to my house and it's cold outside, right? And you don't got no coat on, and I give you one of my coats, I say, yo, you can wear this. When we go outside, don't you got a coat? Yes. But do you have a coat? No, because it's mine.
This nigga stupid.
Fuck is you talking about?
Culture is not culture is a set of ideas, right? Customs, right? You don't own that. You don't.
It also say institutions. It also say institutions. That's why I told you to keep reading the definitions, and I told you to look up the United Nations definition for culture, which is different from this bullshit definition of culture that's just talking about little shit that don't mean nothing to when we talk about building nations.
So okay. Again, is there something called immaterial culture? Do you know what immaterial culture is? That's what we're referring to. Immaterial culture.
What's that?
Abstract ideas, beliefs, values, philosophy, religion, language, and customs.
Okay, what's the black religion?
No one owns fucking ideas, beliefs, values, philosophy, religion, language, and customs. Nobody owns that. Anybody can practice.
Listen, do Jewish people have ideas, customs, religion, and ideologies that they follow? That's just specific to them.
Yes.
Okay. And you can join and be a what?
A Jew.
So shut the fuck up, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you can. You can be a Jew.
But don't they have structures that are specifically for Jews, right? Institutions that are specifically for Jews, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you arguing here?
It just flies right over your head, doesn't it? It just flies right over your damn head. It nothing registers. You told me black American people don't have a culture.
Right.
They obviously do because they have customs. You agree? They have customs.
What? Name some of them.
Customs.
Name some of them. Give me some.
There's several different customs.
Give me some. Come on. Give me some.
The custom of going to church on Sunday. Praying.
That's black. So that's black culture? Going to church on Sunday is black culture.
There's no such thing as black culture.
So what are you talking?
There's no such thing as black culture. We're back at that. We're back at that dumbass shit.
They left me in here with this retarded son of a bitch. He ain't got no name tag on or nothing.
All right, Courtney, man. This is just a idiotic exchange. The brother dropped off. So, Courtney, you there?
Peace.
Please don't come here talking about some African Americans don't have a culture. Please.
Well, we learned that African American isn't a race in your debate, right?
African American isn't a race. It's an ethnic group.
Oh, they're an ethnic group. Cool. And sociologically, they basically see races and ethnic groups as almost paralleled.
Well, they're both social constructs. We realize that they're social constructs.
Oh, so
but
collections of
you're missing the point. He said that black African Americans or black Americans do not have culture.
That's cool. I'm not involved in that conversation.
So you don't want to condemn the stupidity. Okay, all right.
I'm not involved in that nonsense.
That was the dumbest shit I ever heard. But anyway, you asked me in the back chat. Hold on. God damn it.
Yeah, I wanted to know if that book had a section on Egyptian burial customs.
Egyptian, yeah. Let me pull it up.
The Handbook of Egyptology.
Let me pull it up. See, Handbook of Egyptology. Let's look up burial customs.
Just try burial customs.
Suggested reading, current work using science, burial customs.
Just references.
No. It says here, 22nd Dynasty, new types of freestanding tombs back into the fashion at Thebes. At the same time, there were new developments in the style of funerary goods, particularly the coffins, which became more sparsely decorated. Vividly decorated coffins were replaced by, how you say that? Cartonages, less susceptible of reuse. What am I looking for here?
Do something on search slipper coffins, like a shoe slipper. Search slipper coffins.
Kushite burial customs right here. Slipper, SLPPER.
SLI.
SLIPPER.
I believe it might be. You might have spelled it. I thought you were spelling sleeper.
Nothing. Let me just type in coffins. Let me type in coffins, see what it says.
Oh, it's gonna give you a lot of hits there.
Yeah, I got 185 hits right there. What else is it named? Like what is it? You got like an error or something that it
No. I just want to know if that resource mentioned that type of burial custom being prevalent or anything like that at a particular epoch in Egyptian history. Like, did Egypt create the slipper coffins and then they proliferated throughout the Levant, or what? I just want to know that.
I see what you're doing. All right. Let me see. I don't see anything. Is there another name that they go by?
Nope. The style of the coffin is slipper. The style of the coffin is slipper. Slipper coffins are essentially full body cast enclosures with removable tops, like towards like the chest to the head. Usually the front of them had some type of iconography of the person inside of the coffin.
Oh, like King Tut's coffin. Like these coffins here. The Tomb of Yuya. That's a coffin.
Similar to that, yeah. What era is that?
What is Yuya? Yuya is what? There is later 18th dynasty.
Interesting.
But they're not calling them. They call them yellow coffins here.
Yeah.
Yellow coffins. Let me see. Figure 17.3. Let me see if I can find. Where's the reference here? Yeah, I don't see it.
You said 17.3. That looks like a 17.2.
That's 17.22 here, but over here there's 17.3.
Okay, yeah.
Where it says, yeah.
Interesting. That's similar to the coffin I was thinking about. It might be a little different due to that being a royal, some type of elitist. Slipper coffins were not necessarily made for elites.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that, so
okay.
maybe find another name.
They're called slipper coffins. That's what I was wondering. I was just trying to, because I was trying to see who introduced slipper coffins to either Egypt or to the Philistines. There's some debate. Like I found one article on and it was a really, really basic article on Penn State University website. And on that website, it says that the Philistines introduced slipper coffins to Egypt, and then they began to proliferate around wherever the Philistines are.
Maybe I should type in Philistine. So
I mean, that book.
So this is the chapter dealing with funerary equipment.
It might be in there. Well, funerary equipment would be like the religious furniture, like the chests, the arks, the barks. Barks were boats that weren't made to go in the water. They were carried on the Egyptian shoulders. Arks were very common also during certain times of the Egyptian history. And but those are two different types of funerary furniture or religious furniture.
Yeah, wouldn't funerary equipment include coffins?
Sometimes, yes. That's why I was wondering if it just had a statement or three in there concerning slipper coffins.
Nah, that's the first time I ever heard that terminology. I don't purport myself to be no damn Egyptologist either, so
I got you.
Yeah, it's talking about the coffin text. It's
yeah, that's why I was like, don't type in coffin, bro. It's gonna pop up a lot. Egypt is definitely known for their burying practices.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find anything about a slipper coffin in here. Probably have to comb through this shit. And that's the end of that chapter there.
Yeah.
But that looks like what you're talking about right here. It looks like it slides.
It's so the lids were either sealed or like once they enclosed the body, they were sealed or they were sort of formed around the body. I'm not 1,000,000% sure of the mechanisms. I know that a couple of particular type of coffins are found throughout the Levant, and I was just really wondering where did they come from, because I know slipper coffins are not part of Israel's history. That's not part of their burial traditions or even Semitic burial traditions.
Well, we know Egypt had a huge influence on the Levant in general. So,
of course.
So I got let me see. I also have that book on the Levantine.
Yeah, you can check in there too, but I don't know if it's going to mention. It might mention burial practices. Archaeology definitely investigates burial practices. So, because archaeology is a really interesting way of doing sociological studies.
All right, then we go to annotations. So, this book does talk about Levant as it relates to Egypt, and it will go through each dynasty. Oh, here it is, Egypt and Levant. So,
we still looking at the Egypt book. I know you going through the
here, right here. So we're on chapter 5, right? And this whole chapter is dedicated the relationship between Egypt and Levant. So,
I like Gregory. Gregory's cold. I like his work.
Yeah. So look, Levantine style subterranean dwellings, what we were arguing about earlier. Many donkey bones, copper ore ingots, and artifacts from Beersheba region and Wadi Feynman.
Yeah, that's from Tom Levy. Tom Levy's the one I told you suggested that there might be small local piety established in Edom, well before Edomites as a formal nation are established in the 14th century BCE.
Right.
I'm familiar with Levy's work.
Yeah, but you see these connections go all the way back.
I don't deny that.
The Chalcolithic and Bardarian.
Egyptian records talk about raiding the Levant from the 4th dynasty onward.
Mm-hmm. But this is pre-dynastic.
I got you. They just found a pre-dynastic one. It's very interesting. They only found one light trace of Egyptian presence in the Levant as it relates to burials. And that was at that's in the Negev, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very recent find too. It's a beautiful, long, big pre-dynastic burial territory. It literally was published within the last couple of years. So I don't think it's in that book.
Look, there you go. Well, where's the what period are these slipper coffins?
Oh, they sort of pop up in Egypt around 18th to 20th dynasties. So you could sort of say right smack dab in the new.
Yeah, I don't see nothing about coffins here. And you're saying that these coffins were found in Palestine?
No, slipper coffins were not found in Palestine. I've read that I've read some other things, but no, they weren't found in Palestine.
Oh, okay.
Hold on real quick.
All right, go ahead.
You go ahead, keep talking, man. Go crazy.
Yeah. I'm trying to find anything about coffins here. Let me look up. Let's type in coffins. Let's see. Stone coffins. Anthropoid coffins were found. Yeah, nothing. I don't see anything in here about coffins. So I don't see it. Maybe I'm gonna pull up what he referenced. This Penn Museum analyzing slipper coffins from Nippur. What the fuck is Nippur at? Let me see. It says the opportunity to analyze my students' amazing glazed ceramic coffins in Nippur. Some iconic objects featured in Middle East galleries. Was an offer I could not pass up. This type of slipper coffin named for its distinctive shape with tapers toward the foot like a slipper. Dates to the Parthian period and was interested in Nippur. No, this got to be something different. This Parthian. I thought he said Egyptian Parthians. I mean, I thought you said Egyptians had slipper coffins. Let me put Egyptians. Pottery slipper. Slipper coffins were pottery coffins used in ancient Egypt, named for their shape. Yada yada. It's another name for them. They were used in Egypt during the New Kingdom period onward. They are believed to have been used by the poorer sections of society due to the cost of materials.
You said for what time is that? Oh, you found it. Slipper coffins. That's just a Google.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's another name or something for it. I can reference it.
No, I'm just reading AI. The type of coffin. Matter of fact, you remember when that manuscript was being purported? Yep, the manuscript of the New Testament that was supposedly in a face mask.
Nah, I ain't heard no shit like that. In a face mask?
Yeah, an Egyptian face mask. They've already transcribed the manuscript. There was a lot of hype, a lot of nonsense that went about it because it first came out in a debate with Daniel Wallace and Bart Ehrman. Daniel Wallace said that he had pretty sure dates on a particular manuscript that was dated to the 1st century as his closing statement against Bart Ehrman. And like these guys are peers. But yeah, slipper coffins, yeah, that's what they look like. Yep. I can't read what you're highlighting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just reading it. I'm reading it while you're talking. Yeah, it says pottery slipper coffins are known from the New Kingdom onward in Egypt and from the late Bronze Age, about 1300 BC, in Syria, Palestine. Oh, so are you? Is this like an Exodus claim here? You're saying that they brought this?
I didn't say it's an Exodus claim.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was just wondering what you could find on it if it was in that book, particularly. What website you on?
This is the Houston Museum blog. Yeah, Houston Museum of Natural Science. They're a blog site.
Okay. Interesting.
I never heard of this in my life, so I'm learning this shit as I read.
Well, I mean, you could. So yeah, look up. Go back to Google, because I was really thinking about that's something like with the mummy mask, where they found the manuscript from the 1st century supposedly was on.
Wait a minute, this don't look like no West African right here, brother.
I'm not claiming it's a Negro.
I know, but you know who I'm thinking about right now. But all right. Niggas, you know what niggas I'm thinking about. But anyway, what you want me to type in?
The 1st century mummy mask, New Testament manuscript.
All right, 1st century mummy mask, New Testament. Oh, it had the Gospel of Mark in it?
It actually didn't date to the 1st century.
Oh, okay.
That was part of the hype concerning the manuscript. And a lot of scholars got upset because you had people like Josh McDowell and a couple other New Testament, he's not a scholar, but Josh McDowell, you know, the apologist.
Yes.
He was going around to Christian churches talking about, we have 1st century manuscripts of the New Testament. He said, we have a manuscript from the 1st century of Mark. And a couple of now hidden videos, because they weren't supposed to recording when he was giving these lectures at certain churches. But he showed practice where they took the mummy mask, where they were considering that it was filled with papyri. And they literally would dumped it in the water, used palm olive soap, and then separated the pages, because they sort of used to make the mummy mask like paper mache?
Yeah.
So they sort of did like paper mache mummy mask in Egypt, and they found a couple of manuscripts from Pauline letters that, to my knowledge, have not been cataloged by any major New Testament research community or cataloging group. But yeah, I appreciate you sharing me, or at least searching it like that. I didn't get that result. I might have typed in a different. What did you type in when you searched slipper coffins? Just slipper coffins Egypt?
Well, when I that's how I did it the second time, because it sent me to something totally different. Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate you showing me that. But
it's gotta be another word for it, though. There's gotta be another word for it.
What, slipper coffin? No, that's the style. That's the type of coffins that apparently, according to that Houston Museum blog, comes out of Egypt. And I really appreciate you sharing me that.
Oh, did it say that?
That's what I thought you was reading or highlight on that website.
Let me go back, man. Tell the bar to stop calling you, man. God damn.
That's not the bar calling me. That's my sister next door. She waiting on me to pop outside. I'm about to dip.
Oh, okay. All right.
I know how you be on online, man. You be up here talking about, oh, I'm trying to go to sleep, y'all, and then you be up here for 9 hours.
Okay, it said known in Egypt, so I guess. Oh shit. What does it say here? The two shadow eyes stare out at us from a large round face surrounded by a thick black wig with a floral headband around the neck. Yellow and black striped bands indicate a collar. Below this, between two cross-clenched hands, hangs a shrine-shaped pectoral ornament with a scarab beetle. Who has a mask for a mummified body designed to protect a dead person. Told you they believe in they ain't talking about no damn principles. Remember we were talking about that shit? Ain't no goddamn principles.
What you talking about?
There are people that are atheists that want to claim Egypt, but they don't want to claim the polytheistic nature of the Egyptians.
Oh, indubitably. I concur with you, beloved.
Right? So they would say like, oh, they don't believe in deities. They don't believe in spookisms, as they call it. They literally got a damn mask designed to protect the dead person. That's some religious shit, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
It also goes on to say, and represent him or her as a successfully transformed spirit.
Yep.
Tutankhamun's gold mask is the best known example.
Yep. Yeah. So it was a mask in a later form, but of a similar type. You know, notice that there's what type of materials are these slipper coffins made out of?
The slipper coffin itself?
Does it say like the type of materials used for the coffin? That's the head mask.
It says clay capsule. They're essentially clay capsules made large enough to contain a wrapped human body.
Yep. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I got you. That's what I already knew. I just was trying to confirm if that mummy mask that supposedly had the first century manuscript of Mark, quote unquote, and it wasn't a first century manuscript. You got it. Since you don't know about that, and that's definitely not related to the upcoming debates I got, I suggest maybe tomorrow in the chats we talk about that. The first century New Testament manuscript found in the mummy mask.
But well, let me just say this. I don't think no one doubts that those stories were constructed during that period.
What stories?
The Gospels.
A lot of people doubt it.
But we have the writings of the early Christian fathers that reference it. So
we don't have any of their originals, with the exception of possibly Irenaeus or Ignatius. There's only like one early church father that we may have an original manuscript of due to papyrological dating, handwriting analysis of the manuscript.
Oh, this book don't have it either. It don't have nothing about no damn slipper coffins. It has coffins.
Yeah, it got coffins, but that 600, 800 page book you get from Egypt ain't got nothing about this major innovation of the new king. That's wild. But look, I really do gotta go. My sister's trying to hit me back up. I appreciate you letting me come on here today.
All right, G.
On Barbarian, I'll holler at you, Joe.
Oh, VM, nigga, get your ass out of here. All right, we're gonna shut it down, man. This was I wouldn't say an eventful live. A lot of idiocy was broadcasted today. Apparently, people don't understand that African American people have culture, or Black American people. And then we got people like this, like, oh, racism exists? Yeah, racism exists. I don't understand. Race is fucking fake, but racism is real, right? Those two statements don't contradict each other. The fake ass people hate people based off the fake ass concepts of race. See how easy that is to understand? Oh, VM, we're going to get up out of here. We're going to dip up out of here, y'all. Bennu, you know, you can come back on the show, but that was just a terrible display. Anyway, I'm out.
Hit Mob. Hold up. See Scrubs, what it do, fool? Shit crazy, man. You know what happened to me last night, my nigga? I had a dream, right, that I gave this bitch some money. And then I woke up screaming like a white bitch in a scary movie. Ah! Cause I never get no bitch no money. I can't fuck with you if it ain't beneficial. Nah. If you ain't talking about no money, it ain't beneficial. Oh look, boys trying to keep up, buying these cars, paying these bros. But you going under broke, nigga, that ain't beneficial. Yeah. Some people fuck with you when it's beneficial. Hold up. Strippers only fuck with you when it's beneficial. Hold up. Everybody fake, better keep a couple real niggas with you. And you gotta watch them cause they'll switch up when it's beneficial.
First you work for the low, put you on, got some money, you hate it on me. What you mean? I ain't tripping, same nigga, big dog, Beethoven. Kicking flavor, no soccer, I got them blocks like 8 goalies. Out in the street with the flame on me. I know these bitches want fame only. I can see the hate in these niggas' eyes every time a nigga slide through. And loyalty don't mean shit, cause these niggas switching like an audible. I'm 10 toes in these streets, I ain't going nowhere, I ain't built to lose. On Pyru, I'ma keep it solid in these niggas telling in their interviews. Can't fuck with it if it ain't beneficial, but I beneficial. Stack so big you can't bend the middle. No, you a street nigga, but you still a little. Real nigga, try to block a nigga at the game, but I'ma get the shit anyway. I ain't worried about a nigga leech a nigga, fuck a feature, cause I been okay.
I can't fuck with you if it ain't beneficial. Nah, if you ain't talking about no money, it ain't beneficial. Oh look, boys trying to keep up, buying these cars, paying these bros, but you going under broke, nigga, that ain't beneficial. Yeah, some people fuck with you when it's beneficial. Hold up, strippers only fuck with you when it's beneficial. Everybody fake, better keep a couple real niggas with you. And you got switch up when it's beneficial.
Shit, mama, all on a nigga dick, talking love shit, what you want, bitch? I don't even much know the bit, but I got to throw it in the pussy quick. Heard a nigga next up, huh? Fat nigga, them funds, huh? She gon' get you some, huh? Bitch, get out that dumb, huh? Studs don't do the lame shit, don't share shit, then my shit. Especially on no thought, bitch, I'm a trap nigga, not hood rich. I don't need trouble, me, bitch. You talk money, I mute a bitch. Real nigga do real shit, it ain't beneficial, I don't fuck with. I'm a nigga strapped with it, trap with it, real with it, facts with it. Bust a nigga head with it, play with it, real nigga bit business. All about the mucho, bit dope, play, whole shots go. In the hood, Rambo, truck the soul, hell no, nigga, whoa.
I can't fuck with you if it ain't beneficial. Nah, if you ain't talking about no money, it ain't beneficial. Hold up, boys trying to keep up, buying these cars, paying these bros, but you going under broke, nigga, that ain't beneficial. Yeah. Some people fuck with you when it's beneficial. Hold up. Strippers only fuck with you when it's beneficial. Hold up. Everybody fake, better keep a couple real niggas with you. And you gotta watch them cause they'll switch up when it's beneficial. Hold up.